I have heard the rumblings of excitement and rage. I've heard things ranging from we're excited to we don't like the prices on certain things. Now, I don't know the complete details of all this because, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible to stay off the internet. It is possible. Especially when you're like me and you're driving all day. It's not smart to look at your phone. In fact, the only thing I did on my phone today was pretty much listen to the entirety of the Facelift, Dirt, and Bad Apple, or Jar of Flies album from Alice in Chains, and a little bit of Ghost. That being said, I am still very much looking forward to seeing what we got today. Before I do that, I have to do some shout-outs here to, on Twitch side of things, to Swordsman 2109, thank you for the follow. Shadow Ninja, thank you for 43 months. TV Lysandra, thank you for 17 months. Matt Smith, thank you for 3 months for the Prime sub. And over on the YouTube side of things, thank you, Saphira. And thank you to Craig Skiff. Thank you for the Super Shway memberships. Enjoy your badges and emotes. Thank you so much for supporting me. I just hit my phone. I wish we could get rid of these goddamn smartphones. That's what's wrong with the world. Get rid of these damn things. And Avalon Leap, thank you for the gift sub over on Twitch. Appreciate that. So I am looking forward to this. I am. As I usually say with these things,
it's all coming together.
Note to self, mute that, but yes. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Thank you for reminding me to mute blurp when I start this. As usual, please no spoilers in the chat. I don't like to have surprises spoiled. That's just me. Maybe because I'm a kid at heart. I don't know. I don't know. I like to be surprised, you know, for good or bad. You know, what is life without a little excitement, right? But Dan Dice, how you doing, bro? So you missed nothing. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what we got going here, and then after I check out, this direct, me and Raptorchan are gonna have a little chat, like we were planning to do, because I always love having a good little chat with her. So with that being said, hope you've all had a great day today. It was a good Wednesday. Not bad for a hump day, you know? Not bad for a hump day here. I think that's all I got to say. The live stream had some audio issues and froze at one spot. Don't be alarmed if that's the case. Hey, that's cool. Too cool 115. Thank you so much for the heads up. That is not a spoiler. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You had a job interview that went out for a walk. All right. The VOD has no mistakes. Excellent. Groovy. No SpongeBob game. Damn. Damn. Curses. Thanks, Obama. Did someone say hump? Yeah. Yeah, table. Well, no SpongeBob game. Well, fuck this. I'm out of here. Just kidding. Anywho. Just kidding. You're on Tornado Watch right now? You be careful out there now. You be careful out there. I live in the South, and them tornadoes ain't nothing to take lightly. Yeah, we're under a wind advisory right now. It has been a blustery day. 15, 25 mile per hour wind gusts up to 40. Yeah, it has been a blustery day down here. I tell you what. But yeah, we're under a big
Stuff your reflex.
Wow, Blurp, you just gave up on that one, didn't you? Blurp just gave up on that one. You got the win we had yesterday, yeah. Blurp, you okay? No, Blurp is drunk. Blurp is clearly drunk. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right.
Shut up and take my money.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead. I'll take it. That's fine. That's fine.
Acknowledge me.
Are you just getting it out of your system right now before we begin? Are you just getting it out of your system? Is that what you're doing? Oh man. All right. Let me throw on the headphones here. You feel better now? All right. Does it take fake quarters? I guess so.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious that you think I'm going to remember you all in therapy. As if I could afford therapy.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah. All right. Do y'all want this one? Let me go ahead and mute the music, yeah? Do y'all want this one? Or do y'all want the big, or do y'all want the big screen? I will, of course, scoot myself over here. What is therapy? Is it a video game? Wouldn't that be great? You want the first one? All right. Second one? YouTube says first one. Let's see. See what I'll do. I'll move myself right here. All right. Definitely the first one. All right. Testing audio real quick. Let me know how that sounds with me talking, chat. Let me know how this sounds with me talking, chat. How does that sound to you guys? Sounds good? Audio's good? All right. Audio's perfect. All right. Excellent. Well, I always like to double check it before we get going with stuff, you know. Because Lord knows. How much you're not the biggest Dark Souls fan. I love the music. Oh, God. The music of Dark Souls is, well, just the music of Souls things in general are just amazing. Just amazing. Builds Antissa. Patient. There you go. There you go. All right. Give it about. Say it. Say what? Oh my God. What? Say what? What? This?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Is that it?
London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico.
Well, it's too late now. It's too late now. It's too late now, Matt Smith. It's too late. He's already here. He's already here.
Wave your hands from side to side and say,
This is your gay awakening. You look here. You look here. This is not my gay awakening. Because one, I'm straight as fuck, boy. And two, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Are you wrong? Factually, yes. Factually, you are incorrect, yes. You are factually incorrect, yes. Indeed. And indeed. You know why? You know why? And here's why you're factually incorrect. Married to the same woman for 15 years. Been with her 18. I like women. They awesome. Yeah. So, you're wrong. Take the L. Anywho. Boom. You know, you know. Good. Now go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Right now. Go. Go. Now. All right. You pray to George Carlin and Joe Pesci. Lol. You go back to Eddie Cave? Fine. Go. Go. Go back to your stinky cave. Go. Go. Everybody tell Dahlia to go back to her stinky cave. Just go. Everybody, I need everybody to tell Dahlia to go back to her stinky cave. Everybody. YouTube, Twitch. Everybody, YouTube, Twitch. Everybody tell Dahlia to go back to her stinky cave. Now. 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 Everybody. Go. Back to thine stinky cave. Go. Be gone, pheasant. Be gone, pheasant. Back to work, pheasant. You know what? No. That's right. See, even Too Cool over on YouTube says, scram to the stinky cave with you. That's right. I'ma stay. I suppose. I suppose. I suppose. I suppose if we must. All right, chat. Well. Okay, yeah, I do. All right. I think we are ready. I think we're ready, Freddy. We got 54 viewers on Twitch. We got 41 viewers on YouTube. We almost got 100 people total watching this bad boy. Yeah! And it's a good day to be alive. So come what may. Let's check this shit out, huh? Let's do it! I didn't realize Nintendo was doing new Jolly Rancher gummies. Hi, Tetris. It's Super Tetris. Look what? Just let me know. Hello. Ah! Mario Kart. All right, let's see.
Let's go.
Nice. That's pretty big. Okay. Looks good. Definitely looks like a step up from the last one. Oh, those water physics are good. There's DK. Hello, Pauline. That's big. That's real big. There's my boy. There's Boo. Hi! Okay. Okay, we grind it. The damn cow! Oh my god. Shit! Oh, we got costumes and shit now? Okay. Okay. Damn. Mario Kart World. Wait, are all the tracks connected?
Hello, everyone.
Holy shit.
I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
All right.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
Remember, chat. No spoilers.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
And for
What
some
you just
reason,
saw
we're
was
speaking
Mario
French
Kart World,
in the
launching
subtitles.
exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
All right.
Welcome to this vast world. Kart
Damn.
races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Holy shit.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
I like that suit on Boo. Okay. Got weather conditions, all that? Okay.
And in this Mario Kart game,
Wait.
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Really? Mosquito.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
So they're
Don't
just going
sleep at
open
the wheel.
world.
You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With
That's
24
freaking
drivers
cool.
in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Damn. All right.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I like
There are
that.
multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Just like F-Zero.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can
Okay.
also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By
'Cause
going
why not?
off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
That's cool, man.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
I said this before, everything should have a photo mode. Mosquito.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about
All right.
this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Cool. That look
Mario
great.
Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so
You've got no friends? Not with that attitude, you don't.
we hope you're looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
All right.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
I'm going to get him this time. I think I got him.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Okay.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Is it a cookie button? It's a cookie button. Definitely a cookie button.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
That was me. That was you. So quick.
Built-in voice chat, finally. Oh, is it like a chat button or something?
No.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
Come on, no.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay. Well, damn.
With this feature, you'll be able
Better
to
late than never.
communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah.
Yeah, follow
Okay, cool. Looks like Discord kind of does,
While
doesn't it?
using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
Oh, God.
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly.
Little Billy is gonna hear Timmy's mom screaming from the other room. Get your damn homework! Get off that Switch!
Even from a distance.
Just like the old days.
All right, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
It does look beautiful. It's okay.
And
Yeah, we'll
you can
see
use
about
this
that.
feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job. There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really?
They can do that?
Can do it?
You guys, I just did it.
I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's trying to eat.
Nobody says shoot.
Okay, I got
Just
it.
say,
I got it.
oh shit.
Yay.
Okay.
You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow. I'm like in the sky right here. I fell. I'm falling. Okay, we got it.
These commercial influencers or actors they bring in for these, I swear to God, it never fails. And every corporation is so guilty of this. I swear to God, this is some of the fakest shits. I'm just like, you know, I mean, come on. I mean, can we all be honest here? I'm just like, who talks like this? Nobody. You know? Like, who talks like this? I'm up in the sky or something.
We're safe.
Kirby.
Corporate bullshit.
So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen.
Guys.
Not enough swearing or insulting. That's right.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
At really shitty frame rates.
You're almost there,
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay, I think we
Ahead of you. There you
Ooh,
go.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose.
This being up front.
On the right
True.
Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the seat button, you can pull up a chat menu.
It is cool that it has this
Actually,
function
guys,
built in.
I got a call coming right now, so
It is cool that they do have this. That is cool.
I'll be right back.
That's
yeah?
cool.
Okay.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
What the hell?
By connecting this camera to the system,
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo. Nick.
Hi. How's everyone doing? Good.
you can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
And it has a built-in green screen effect. Okay. It has a built-in chroma key.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind, guys.
There you go. I bet you like
Can you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
I mean, I don't know if I want it, but
No, wait. Go
that's
left,
neat.
Left.
Maybe
Let me
if I
fix
go a
it.
little more this way.
No, you can actually use any USB-C camera. Really? Huh.
Using Game Chat, Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites.
Okay.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere. Game chat.
Better late than never. It's cool that they finally put in, chat options. And I know there will be some people that will utilize this stuff. So I think that's a good addition. I don't know about that camera, but that's a good addition.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
Miles ahead of the previous chat system.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be
Let me guess. $150. Let me get just $150. Finally got that damn mosquito.
Available on the same day as Switch 2.
Okay.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try.
Game Chat open access period ends March 31st. Oh, so a year. You get a year. Okay.
It out.
Roughly.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
To play with friends, yes. I was going to say, don't. It's like, if this is just open to anybody, it's like, if you're a parent letting your kid just in chat with anybody, you have failed as a parent.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
Okay.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here, even games
Good addition.
that require multiple screens can be played if one person
Good addition.
owns a compatible game. With Game Share,
Compatible
you
game.
can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share
That's
a game
good.
with up to 3 other
That is
systems
nice.
at a time. Game Share also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems.
Mario
and
3D
you
World.
can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Club.
Why Odyssey? Did Odyssey have hat? I forget. Could another player control the hat? You can play as that. Oh! It's been a while.
Classics
It's been a
on
while.
Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Obviously.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
Okay. I will please take a look.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has
bigger.
a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
That's good.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
They said 1080p screen. Wonderful. Good. For a hand, god damn, holy shit. For a handheld, that is good. And up to that. Now that is a keyword. Up to 120 FPS. That doesn't mean every game is gonna be 120, but it is easier to hit 120 at 1080p than it is 1440 or 4K. So that's pretty cool. That means a lot of games are going to be around the 60 FPS range, which is a valid complaint a lot of people had about the Switch.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second.
Right, only available in compatible games.
Gameplay
Right.
and supported titles.
That's good. Gives you a good range there. LCD. I am kind of at the point now of why OLED is just not the standard at this point. I mean, because you know what they're going to do. They're going to re-release the Switch 2 a couple of years from now, the OLED edition. They always do this. They always do things like this, which I'm just like, just have OLED be the standard, please. But
LCD
HDR,
screen is more
that was in the tech leak. Yes, I'm pausing and I'm not apologizing. That was in the tech leaks from a couple months back, I remember, that it was going to have HDR.
Vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas
That's
of the
pretty
images.
good.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
Okay.
Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
Good.
Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay, so you can't just yank them off. There's a release button. Good.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and
Oh, thank God.
control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now larger.
Good. I wondered.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both
Final Fantasy XIV will be on the Switch 2. Mark my words.
the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Right, we knew about that one.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat.
These are good upgrades.
It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Okay. Ooh, good 3D audio.
Even if
Good.
you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
All right. Damn. Ooh, I heard. Ooh, that's good.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you
I
like.
remember that. That's a
large,
much better
sturdy
stand.
You can move it freely, like this.
I like that stand.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Good! Good!
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Good! Good! Good!
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal
Thank you.
storage.
Thank you.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
Thank you.
For storing your game downloads.
Thank you.
Save data. And
Thank
more.
you. Thank you.
Reading and writing data is also faster.
Good. Told you. I told you Docked Mode was going to be 4K. I told you.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution
Up to 4K,
for
yep.
compatible games.
Which means my bad boy will look very good in 1440.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Oh yeah. My baby's going to look good in 1440.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Oh,
This helps keep performance
good. That is wonderful. Good. Good.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Good design. Very good design. How bad is the overheating? Well, if anything's pushing out up to 4K, it's gonna get hot. I mean, hell, even something that's pushing, 1080p like the Steam Deck over here, it's gonna get hot, which is why the Steam Deck has built-in fans. So, no, putting that in docked mode, no, that's a good thing.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
It's a significant upgrade.
We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
I'm telling you, 14's going to be on the Switch
To
eventually.
help players better understand
I'm
the
telling
Switch
you it
2
is.
hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello.
Yo.
My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal.
I just want to pause for a moment during the grand tour here. There are currently almost 80 viewers on YouTube, and there are 62 viewers on Twitch. And I just want to say thank you all for coming by tonight. And I hope you're having a good time hanging out here. Thank you all. I'm grateful. Thank you.
So that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
Okay.
By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Paid digital for... No, thank you. I'm good.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
That's silly.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Okay.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red, and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Good.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
It's fine.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Nah, and that's not the only piece of tech that does that you need the micro SDXC, the express cards. This is not the only piece of tech that will only utilize the express cards. More and more things are starting to utilize these, so I get that. I get that. Yeah, express, it's nearly impossible to find. Micro SD express memory card. I just found them on Amazon. You can get a micro SD express card, 128 gigs for about $11 on Amazon. Yeah. You can find them.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added.
Okay.
We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk.
I just want to ask this regarding that Pro controller. I just want to ask this in chat. You can be perfectly honest with me. I have the Pro controller for the Switch. Be truthful with me. Will the Pro controller for Switch 1 work for Switch 2? You can say yes or no. Yes? Then I'm not buying the new one. I'm good. Then I'm not buying the new one. I'm good.
We hope you'll check that out as well.
Good. Not buying a new one. I'm good.
Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
That one very much launch date. Hold up.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Really?
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait.
I was aiming towards late summer, but okay. That's pretty soon.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Right.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
Fair enough. Figured that was coming.
The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type.
Okay.
Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2,
Really?
and more.
I was hoping that was gonna happen. Okay. I was hoping that was gonna happen. But now I'm wondering, if you already own the game, do you still get the upgrade?
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition
Because I ain't rebuying this shit.
of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2, hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, and compete in other mini-games using full-body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety
Really
bar
pushing
lowered
this
and
mouse
secured,
controller.
You're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles
I was gonna say,
of the coaster.
to balance the roller coaster and then they crash. You know, roller coaster tycoon style, right?
When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
They're really pushing
Enjoy the
this mouse
thrill of
controller.
these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please.
I don't know about that. I think some of these need to be a free upgrade.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Okay. I figured that one.
Nintendo
And I
Switch
figured
2
that one.
editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced
God damn.
resolution and frame rates.
God damn,
They
that's
also
pretty.
support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant.
Woo!
So you can play with
It is
smoother,
weird not
high-definition
seeing this in 30 FPS.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Upgrades to Breath and Tears are free if you have NSO. Really? Really? So, oh wait. So I get the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for free because I have NSO. Is that what you're saying? Expansion? I have the expansion. Is that what you're saying? Really? Yes? Sweet! All right!
Or
cool! All
you
right!
can share your creations using
Cool.
QR codes.
That's what
and
I
send them
got!
to
So,
another player to create in
bitchin'!
their game.
All right. Not even mad. If you have the NSO expansion,
We hope
I
these
do.
features will make
I
your
do.
adventures even more enjoyable.
I utilize it. Those are that's so pretty. And again, it's so jarring. It is so jarring. Seeing that in 60 FPS because I'm so used to seeing it in 30, you know? I'm like, oh my God, that's jarring. If only Sony would do it to Bloodborne!
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I did
along
not
with
play
improved
this.
graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Some prices have been listed. Switch 2 edition games seem to be a $10 upgrade. Okay. Unless they add additional content like Mario Party and Kirby, those are $20 upgrades. But if you already own them and there is a paid upgrade, for some damn reason, it's around 10 unless, like you said, it's got that extra content. I don't hate it. I don't hate that idea. Especially if you have NSO expansion. It's not the worst thing. Imagine,
Metroid Prime
similar to what
Beyond
Sony did.
will have both
That's
a
true.
Nintendo Switch
Ooh.
and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames.
I've got to get the Switch 2 version of this. I'm sorry. I got to. I've got to get the Switch 2 version of this. And if I have to pay more for the Switch 2 version, fine. Fine. I'll do it.
Per second. Or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
Oh, god damn.
Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference.
I have waited too long for Prime 4. I want the best version.
Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
I don't want to hear anybody else say that they're not trying to make Pokemon games run better. I never, ever, 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 ever want to hear that again. Never again.
By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Now we're talking.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
They don't want to run Pokemon graphics better. Shut up, Garrett! DJ Hero, is it coming back? What in the world? Wheelchair b-ball. Okay. Dragon Drive. Okay. That's cute. I don't know about doing this, but... That's a good way to show off your tech. Sure. That's a neat way to show off your tech. Joe Swanson basketball. Hey, Peter, I'm a basketball player, Peter. Yeah! That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Damn, all right. That's a cute idea. That's cool to show off your tech. I like that. I like that.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
Okay.
Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
This is what I wanted to see. Shut the fuck up! Thank you, Miyazaki! Thank you!
Observe the lands between.
What?
This world
The goats! Yes! Yes!
guide you through your burden.
You have no excuse! Go play Elden Ring, damn it! Oh my god, yes! Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
May you take the throne.
Tarnished Edition, and I'm guessing that comes with the DLC. Wunderbar. Wunderbar.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games.
Ooh!
Here to say that
Hades,
Hades
yes!
2 is coming
Excellent!
to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal
This
witch
was
out
so
to
good.
vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of
This
the
was so good.
getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Hell yeah.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの
Cap gods, listen to me. Listen to me, Cap Gods. Street Fighter 6, please.
の中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルは
Yes!
ストリートファイター6です。
Yes! Yes!
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他にキャラクターを収録した Years 1、2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンを、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Hell yeah.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Okay!
Warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
Okay.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was
That's my jam!
to destroy all humanity.
This is my jam. I do like this kind of stuff. I love me some Armor Core type stuff, man.
I'll tear you apart!
Yeah.
All children bring hope.
David X Machina! Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, this is Joseph
Hi.
Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for
Good.
Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
I actually heard really good things about this.
Together, they get trapped in their own stories.
Never played the first one. Is it any good? Yes! Daemon X Machina? Yes.
It's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this. If you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA.
Fuck you, EA. I just also want to take this moment again to say we have over 100 viewers on YouTube and 70 on Twitch. Let's go. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. Y'all are awesome. You're awesome. And fuck you, EA.
Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
Everybody in the chat, FUEA. Everybody in the chats right now. FUEA. FUEA. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck you, EA.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Yeah, it's in the game. It's also in your wallet because half the game is not actually in the game. It's in the microtransactions. Why? Because fuck you, that's why.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2.
All right, Potter fans,
With
there you
enhanced
go.
graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Disney world.
EA Sports, it's in the trash. That's right.
Like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
The not cloud
Discover the
version.
enhanced
Yes.
magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day.
Listen. I know there was past discourse about this game, but hear me out. I blame not the dev team. I blame not the artists. I blame not the game itself for the doings of a billionaire woman that is a billionaire and will die a billionaire, that has her own stupid ass opinion on Twitter. You know why I don't care about that? Because she doesn't care about you. She is a billionaire. She will die a billionaire. There it is. It sucks she tarnished my childhood. Listen to me. I get that. Warner Brothers and Disney used to make some racist as fuck shit. But you know what? I grew up watching those, and I can separate the art from the pieces of shit. All right? If you can't, I understand. But remember, she is a billionaire. She will die a billionaire. She doesn't care about you. So fuck her! Fuck that bitch! Damn!
I switched to.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Oh, hell yeah! You goddamn right, baby. The goat, that's right. Nice. Is it the one with Darth Maul? Yes. What the fuck? Who said no SpongeBob game? There it is. That's funny.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission...
Did anybody play this? And if you did, what's your take on it?
...progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus,
you like Hitman?
We are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Whoa! Oh! Ah! 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 We're getting a new Bond game!
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I said a while back I would love to see these guys do a 007 game. Hell yeah.
So stay tuned.
That's badass. What the fuck? Is that not
the story of light and shadow that never
no, it's not.
fades
Oh,
is reborn.
It's not 9. You Square Enix, you tease. I thought that was Garnet. You tease.
Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the
I got debated
that helps control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play.
To be fair, Bravely Default is very good.
Classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster.
Bravely Default is very good.
Warrior of Light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Okay. All right.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens,
Hyrule Warriors,
joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose.
and his name was Genendad.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil. One which future generations would call the imprisoning war.
Link to the Past before that.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that maybe they were going to do another Zelda solo game, but we get the Ceiling War. Yes, we do. That was first mentioned in Link to the Past. That's right. I'm sorry. Just... What is that name? That name and that face is a choice. Look at it. He's like, ah, age of imprisonment. That's pretty goofy, not gonna lie. Y'all, it's like, get ready to go to jail, Zelda! That's right. Gonna lock you up! That face is like a Muppet. Yeah, it's like a Muppet. Yeah, it's like a Muppet. Oh my God. With that face, he does need to go to prison. Oh my God, that was that name and that logo is a choice. I'll tell you what. Holy shit. That is a choice.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo.
That's a terrible name. I'm sorry.
Untold story of the imprisoned.
That's a terrible name. I'm sorry it is. That's a terrible name.
War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
Yeah, Canon Warriors game. Sure, but that's still a terrible name.
News about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
All right. Finally! Finally!
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library
Zelda.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
Yes!
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across
that's good. Holy shit.
The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords eternally retold.
That's the best one!
Weapons-based fighting game. Each fighter comes
Let's go, baby!
And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray.
Yes!
Soul Calibur
Yes!
2.
Yes!
Experience a world
Yes!
of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line.
Let's go, baby!
Featuring the series
Hell
first,
yes!
machine customization and story.
SC2 and F-Zero, yes! They remembered!
Mode. Get ready to experience F.
Hell yeah!
GX. In games that support multiplayer,
I am fighting all of you on SC2 and I'm going to kick your ass!
up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Oh my god, yes! Yes!
Enjoy these classic games with
Hell
clearer
yes.
image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
Ballin'.
You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Yeah, Nintendo. Oh yeah, we had that game.
More titles will be added in.
There you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. I was hoping Path of Radiance would be one. There you go, Poke fans. There it is. There it is. Gale of Darkness. They finally remembered. Yes, Path of Peak. That's right. That's right. You goddamn right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
In the future.
You can try, Grandpa. I'll tell you something, kid. You don't fuck with me in Soul Calibur 2. Yeah. And Pokemon Coliseum. Look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. No melee. Yeah, that was on purpose. Yeah, that was on purpose.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online plus
Only
expansion
Switch 2.
pack, launches the same day
So y'all heard that. Only Switch 2.
as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good.
Controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat.
I'm good.
The Nintendo
I'm good.
GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members.
Imagine if they add Melee in the future. Oh, they will. Oh, they will. When they need a boost in sales.
Will
They will.
also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2.
Good.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Please, let's see some games. Deltarune? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I still need to play this. I still need to play this. There's your Deltarune. Stop whining. Launch day. Wow. Okay.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
What do you want, Gearbox?
Borderlands
Of course!
4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons.
Randy!
We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made.
Chat. If you do, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just being honest. Does anybody even give a shit about Borderlands anymore except Fnatic? Does anybody even give a shit about Borderlands anymore? I mean, can we all agree it peaked at 2? Can we just all agree? Make fun of them? Nah, I don't make fun of people for the things they like. But, you do? Love them? Cool. Cool. Never played the game. No, never have, never will. Never got into it. Borderlands 1 and 2 are great. Stopped caring after that. Yeah. Yeah.
Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead. And
remember when Gearbox did other things? Yeah, me neither.
there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games.
Civ?
We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition
of
Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire
Did other
and guide your
things.
people throughout
Right.
the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience.
Excellent
Civ 7
choice.
launches on the same day as Switch 2.
7 wasn't that good.
And if you
I don't know
already
much
own
about
the
the Civ
Nintendo Switch
series.
version,
I don't
you
know
can
much about
experience
it.
mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
Adrenaline in my shoe. Cody Rhodes is on Switch 2.
Four kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
Civ 5 was the best.
Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sink.
What the hell is this?
Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top. Ha!
Guess.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything.
Survivor.
Let's set sail.
I
This
don't
time,
know.
For home.
What was the phrase that, what were the kind of games that were, like, what were the games that were, like, on the Wii that just, like, kind of flooded the market? What was it called? Shovelware. Yeah, that's what I get from this. Thank you, Shovelware.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Gungeon! Oh, hell yeah!
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Hell yeah!
Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D
Now
outside.
we're talking!
You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return.
Enter the
We're working on
Gungeon
game,
is
and we're
the
excited
shit!
to share more with you in the future.
Carrot. I mean, Devolver's not a bad dev team. No Switch Sky, there you go. I mean, Devolver's not a bad dev team, so curious.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red.
What?
We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an
Excuse
open-world action-adventure
me?
RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
On launch day?
こんにちは。
7 remake.
スクエアエニックスの浜口です。
Caught it! I told you months ago it was gonna happen!
発売いたします。本作はミッドが脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て
I said the day they revealed Switch 2, 7 remakes coming to this system. When I saw that spec leak, I said 7 remakes coming to this system. Good!
シリーズにぜひご期待ください。
On par with PS4? Good. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Integrate was a PS5 exclusive. Yep. Rebirth's definitely later. Oh, Rebirth's definitely later. Yeah. It's basically a handheld PS4. Yeah, I mean, if the spec leaks were correct, and it's looking like it was correct, that the specs that it was showing in the GPU it was using, which was that Tegra one from NVIDIA, practically put it on par, like kind of in between PS4 and PS4 Pro, which I'm just like, that is a phenomenal leap in what you can be able to do on a handheld. Like, a lot of that was in the tech leaks actually kind of outdoes the Steam Deck in a lot of ways. Excuse me? It's real? Excuse me? It's real? $2025? Are you sure? Are we sure? You just dropping this? That's it? Just there it is. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it in the damn store. Hello. Oh, shit. Okay. Saw this the other day. That's my jam. There you go, Rune Factory fans. Yes. Hell yeah. Second to leave it. Ooh, Nobunaga's Ambition. Fast Fusion, really? Okay. Shadow Labyrinth, yeah. I remember seeing that last week. We knew about that one. Yeah, these are the ones we knew about. Interesting. It's the biggest game in the world. Of course it's going to be on this. Okay. 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 Okay.
We've shown a lot of games so far.
You have.
The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Okay.
Please take a look.
Smash Bros. Ultimate Final Edition Turbo Graphics Remix. The fuck?
I give you
my blood.
What does this look?
I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight.
What?
To humanity's very dusk.
What? Huh? Huh? What the fuck? What the? That can't be Bloodborne! That can't be Bloodborne 2! Why does it look like Bloodborne? What is this? What the fuck? I want it. What the fuck? Jesus. What are you? What are you? What? You're a vampire? What is this? What is this? I want it! It's got Bloodborne all over it!
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
What the shit? He's got a gun and... That looks like a hunter! That dude turned into a dinosaur! What is happening?
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
Hold up! Hold up! Are you telling me Nintendo said, well, Sony, if you won't do Bloodborne 2, we'll do it ourselves? Are you telling me this is what's happening? What? Are you telling me this is the Austin Powers meme? It's Bloodborne 2! It looks like Bloodborne 2, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should buy it like it is Bloodborne 2! Though it isn't. Legally distinct Bloodborne. Oh my God, that's a big rat or mouse. And it's a bird. It's a rat bird with runes. And it's an exclusive. Oh my God. Nintendo actually said, fine, we'll do it ourselves. Holy shit.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available.
Wow!
That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today.
Wow!
As well as our publishing and development partners.
Blood Souls, yes!
Prepared footage for this presentation.
Holy
In addition
shit.
to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Hi.
Next, please take a look at this.
Okay. What? What else? Kirby? What you doing there, buddy? Uh-huh. Air Riders? Are you actually bringing this back? Are you actually bringing this back? Sakurai! What the hell? Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. They are actually bringing that back. That's freaking awesome. Yes, sir. Good on you, Sakurai. Good on you. This year, wow.
Kirby
Good on
Air
you,
Ride,
Sakurai.
which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
The GOAT.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Okay, what else? What else? What in the world? DK? Oh! Oh my God! DK's getting a new game! Holy shit! He's in pants! Dude! Holy shit! Just break everything, alright? Dude! Still got some 2D here, alright. Still got some classic 2D. You know what? I like his new appearance. It reminds me of like classic Donkey Kong, you know, not Rare's. I always love Rare's version, but I like how they kind of have a little more of the old school look, you know? I like it. I'm gonna wreck it. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Holy shit. You notice it's not Donkey Kong Country. It's just Donkey Kong. I wonder if that really confirms that they're moving away from Donkey Kong Country. I wonder if they're moving away from that now, you know? I wonder. It's just Donkey Kong. But you know what? I'm oddly, if that is what's happening, I'm oddly okay with that, you know? I'm oddly okay with that. Because it's like Donkey Kong Country will always have its place in history, you know? It always will. But if they're just going, you know, kind of resetting Donkey Kong with a new appearance and new everything, honestly, I'm kind of okay with that, you know? I'll always love DKC, but that looks pretty dope. Feels like a reboot. It does, yeah. And like I said, I like his new appearance. This year. All right. Hell yeah.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world.
Hell yeah.
More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2
June
launches
5th.
on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
Okay.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
I figured that was coming.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
So, from a direct standpoint, that was actually a really good direct. I have heard the rumblings that people are conflicted about the prices, which I'm going to talk about with Raptorchan in just a moment. So we are not done here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on BRB for just a minute to get a bathroom break. Everybody get a drink refill, do what you got to do. I will be back in just a moment. We're not done. BRB. All right, told you I'd be back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. go back to here. Let's go back to here real quick. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. All right. About to get Raptorchan up in here in just a moment. But first, I'm going to put on some chilled out grooves. And also, first, I'm going to knock on her door real quick. Right. Oh, hey, girl. Hi, girl.
Well, hi.
Hi. I'll see you in Discord, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Hello again.
Hello again. Hello. You are big on the screen.
I'm huge.
You are huge. Yes. Yes. Everybody on Twitch side, you know Raptorchan. Everybody on the YouTube side of things, this is my collab partner and dear friend Raptorchan. Y'all should go check out our YouTube channel and whatnot. We're big fans of Nintendo. We're big fans of Final Fantasy. We're just two anxious millennials just trying to make it.
Just trying to make it through
Just
to play the Switch 2.
Trying to make it through to play the Switch 2. So, obviously, I have heard before I saw any of the releases and stuff today. Okay. Obviously, I heard rumblings about pricing, and I am going to be honest, chat. I knew what the price of the system was going to be, which was that $450. And I will just start off by talking about the Switch's price itself, $450. Raptor, give your thoughts as well. I personally am not offended by that price of the system. What do you think?
I'm not either, given the stuff that they have, okay. They took the Switch. They took all the criticisms from the Switch and put it into practice in the Switch 2, on top of the fact that they have gone back and started including stuff that was in the Nintendo 3DS and DS and put that into the Switch 2, making it like a beast of a console. It is on par for price as the same as the Steam Deck.
Yes. And not only that, but it's only a little bit more than the Steam Deck, and even from a tech perspective, it kind of outdoes the Steam Deck in some areas.
Yes, because the Steam Deck is yes, you could probably Chromecast to a TV, but it does not have the dock, which I'm sure the price is increased because of that dock.
Yes, for the Steam Deck, the dock is extra. On the other hand, with the dock for the Steam Deck, you can do third party with the dock, so you do have some leeway, but Steam doesn't exactly tell you that. So, yeah. And
the deck part for Steam, to be able to play it on your TV, does that cost extra or?
That's built into the dock itself.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, thankfully that's just built in. So
okay.
Yeah, and even then 1080p up to 120 in handheld, and then 120 and up to 4K docked. Steam Deck cannot do that. Steam Deck cannot do that. You can, but it's gonna play like shit.
It's gonna lag. And as somebody who's been playing the Steam Deck quite a bit recently,
yes,
I haven't tried some of the higher end games. I've been meaning to try Helldivers 2 on it just to see how it plays, but it handles light games,
yes,
very well. I've been playing Fields of Mysteria on it.
Yes. It can handle PS3 360 era games particularly well.
Yeah.
Yeah. PS4 3 Xbox One era, it's it starts to push back some.
It starts to get some lag. And we saw the two things that surprised me in terms of just oh my god, they really bumped it up for the Switch 2.
Yes.
Is first, Borderlands. I don't care for Borderlands, but Borderlands is on it. Second, Cyberpunk.
That was a big shocker to me. I was like,
holy fucking shit.
Yes.
That is huge.
The third,
huge. Of course, is Final Fantasy VII.
Did I not call that or what?
I was just like, this is where it needs to be. It feels like it's home.
Yes.
But those 3 games, like 2 of those games are going to be on PS5 or are already on PS5.
Yes.
That means this thing is stronger than a PS5, if not on par.
I wouldn't say stronger than PS5, just because there's only so much you can put in that little handheld, and it is appearing like the tech leaks were accurate. That Tegra GPU that's in there, that Tegra processor, pretty much puts it kind of in a safe area between PS4 and PS4 Pro, which is still very good. That is
for a handheld.
A handheld, and especially for Nintendo, that is a monumental leap. Because people have this idea in their head that the PS4 generation era compared to now is ugly, and I'm like, no, guys, it's not.
No,
it's not. And even then, being able to do that particular era or that particular output on a handheld, that's really good. That is very good. And also, but I will also say this: Street Fighter 6 is a PS5 era game, and it is working on Switch too.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the other things was when they showed off Breath of the Wild. They specifically showed off the area where you get the Master Sword. That place dropped frames.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
And in the preview video, that had more grass.
Yes.
And no drop frames.
Nope. And it's like I said when I was watching, I was like, this is so weird seeing this in 60 FPS.
So
this is weird. It's beautiful, so but I'm
pretty.
Like, this is jarring. What the hell? I'm not used to you looking this pretty.
It's so smooth.
I
and
know.
Then I was told Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are getting a free update.
Ah, good. I said this when they showed the upgrade for Legends EA. I paused the video and I said, I don't want to hear anybody ever say again that they're not trying to make Pokemon graphics better. I never want to hear this. I never want to hear this again. Never again. That argument is dead.
Yeah, I was told that they are getting a free update patch because you can play it on the Switch too. It's one of the games that are available for Switch 2.
Okay, good.
So
and I do
probably fix those frames.
And I do like that for some of the games that they have right now. They might add more. That some of the games, if you have NSO expansion, that you get the Switch 2 variation upgrade for free. Because I'm like, oh, well, that's both my Zeldas. That's great. That's fine with me.
Yep, I'm very excited to see the update.
Yes. Khan said, I know we meme it, and I did say it during the reaction, but do you think this is the era we could see 14 on a Nintendo?
Yes.
Oh, it's happening.
100%.
I'm telling you, it's happening. It's going to happen.
I have no doubt in my mind Yoshida is already got his eyes on the Switch.
He knows. Oh, and those talks have already been going on.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Switch 2 dev kits have been out for years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yoshida is not a dumb man. He is very brilliant when it comes to business.
He is.
He knows.
He knows.
He sees.
He sees. And the fact that, because Nintendo's also trying to push the gimmick with the Joy-Cons, the mouse gimmick, which I'm like,
yep. That's why
good.
I was like, yeah. Like, as soon as they were like, and now it can be a mouse, I'm like,
14.
This opens the whole thing with Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they just made Metroid Prime.
Yes, they did.
Mouse and keyboard.
Yes, they did.
Mouse and fucking
Yes, they
keyboard.
did. They sure did. I saw.
Like, holy fuck.
Prime 4. I was like, well, I'm getting the Switch 2 version. I don't even get. I'm getting the Switch 2 version. And we've seen Yoshi P playing on his Switch before. Oh, you know, he and Nintendo are talking. I called it. I said 14 will be on Switch 2, and so will 16. 16 will happen. Mark my words.
I mean, if Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade can play on it, and that means Rebirth is right around the corner.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
Intergrade was specifically for PS5.
Oh, yes, it was.
So,
yes, it was. It absolutely was. Which, again, the tech in this being in that happy middle ground between PS4 and at least PS4 Pro, that can run PS5 games scaled back a little bit. It can do that because Elden Ring is on this. Elden Ring is on this. The biggest FromSoft game ever made. I'm like,
yeah, it has to be able to play portable.
It's got to be able to play portable. It has. And let me tell you, Elden Ring plays okay on Steam Deck. But when I was seeing that, I was like, that looks better than Steam Deck Elden Ring.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And let's talk about the fucking space this thing has. When they were like, look at how many games you could fit on that, I was like, I don't have that many games.
I might digitally.
Like, I was like, I have enough games on my Switch that like I can't install them all, so I have to pick and choose. But now all of them can go on this thing.
That's
all
true.
of them all at once.
That's true.
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
So, I saw that the Donkey Kong game looks fun as hell.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Did you see who was in the screenshot on Mario Kart?
Who?
It was when they were showing the difference between like the pixels on the screen, and it zoomed out from Mario's face.
Was that the boy?
No, it was Boshi.
Shut the hell up! No way.
It was Boshi.
That was Boshi.
It was Boshi. It was fucking Boshi. If you go back and look, it is fucking Boshi.
It's the one showing the difference in the resolution.
Yeah, the resolution. Yeah. It zooms out of Mario's face, and Boshi is right there in the front.
But don't sleep at the...
Hold on.
I had to back up. I was like, no fucking way. No shot that they just dropped Boshi like that.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That is Mario RPG representation outside of Mario
If that
RPG.
is indeed Boshi, what the fuck?
You'll see it, and you'll be like, that's fucking Boshi.
I'm looking. Oh, God. What mark was that? Wait.
Oh, yeah, you're close. You're close.
That's Boshi!
That's fucking Boshi.
That's either Boshi. That's either Boshi, or it's a costume for Yoshi.
Yes,
that is Boshi.
Yep. He's got the collar on and everything.
That's the collar. That's his color. Boshi was the blue Yoshi with the shades from Super Mario RPG, ladies and gentlemen. It is probably a Yoshi costume, but it is still Super Mario RPG representation.
Outside of Mario RPG.
No pointy sunglasses, though. You can change designs on sunglasses. It's fine. That's still his collar. That's still his shoes. Those are still his gloves. That's still his spike collar.
That is still his shade of blue as well.
That is his shade of blue. That is Boshi from... That is a Boshi costume from Super Mario RPG.
Yep.
And 100%. The fucking penguin from Super Mario 64 is back there.
So the penguin, there's the penguin. You can play the dolphin from Super Mario World. Like the dolphins with the weird faces. Yeah. There was like a split second of the gameplay where I was like, there's that dolphin is there. You can play the dudes that look like the freaking linebackers from Super Mario World.
I saw them.
Yeah, and then you can play one of the dudes from Delfino Island.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm calling it right now. Gino and Mallow will probably be DLC.
So I'm thinking, because they were like, there's going to be more information later this month.
They could be on the initial roster.
Why is Mario Kart specifically getting its own Nintendo Direct?
That's true.
I don't want to hope.
Now,
but after seeing Boshi.
So here is the thing we do need to address about Mario Kart World, and it is a very glaring issue.
Yeah.
That price. And I just want to say that some people are saying 80 or 90. I am seeing 80 right here on a Walmart listing for it. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is saying 80 on a Walmart listing, and some of y'all are saying 90. Where is this coming from? Is it 80 or is it 80 for digital, 90 for physical? But is this not the physical one right here? This $79.99 one right here on a Walmart listing.
It might, yeah. The European listings are 90 euros for physical, so it
Right.
might be a different price overseas.
Maybe, yeah. Because this is saying Mario Kart World US version USD right here.
Yeah.
I don't.
And we know that the prices of games are starting to go up.
Yeah.
And given what happened
Fortunately.
to fucking Day, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to rise in price.
Yeah, which even then, I'm going to say, even
They
then,
shouldn't?
80, 90, that is unacceptable.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this as well, because I have seen some people saying it's because of the tariffs. And I'm going to say this. I would believe the tariff one if the prices in the UK and Canada were also not astronomical. So part of it,
issue across the board.
this is an issue across the board. And also, I also know for a fact that sometimes companies will raise the prices on things in anticipation of tariffs. These are prices before the tariffs have even hit. So just bear that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to that. Really, what I really absolutely want to chalk this up to is this, because I love Nintendo, but I am going to say this. This sounds just like Nintendo greed right here.
Yeah,
that price is just greed.
Classic Nintendo greed.
Yeah.
Like inflation aside, tariffs aside, because they just.
Ugh.
This is just
Go ahead.
past Nintendo greed. This is just Nintendo. This
Yeah.
is how Nintendo is.
Yeah.
And people will speak up, and eventually they'll bring the price down. It'll go on like sale. For
Yeah,
$5 off.
which I don't know if everybody remembers this, but remember the lashback when 3DS dropped at $250, and everybody was like, what happened in under a year? They price cut that sucker.
Yep.
And so Mario Kart World is a wait for sale game. You know what it is? It's if you want it and can afford it, buy it. Because what I'm seeing here with prices, I saw some people saying that it's 80, 90 across the board. It absolutely is not. Street Fighter 6 with 1 and 2 Fighters Edition, which means that's all the DLC for Street Fighter 6, is still at 60. And that's Street Fighter 6 with their paid DLC. I understand that price. Bravely Default is at 40. So it's not across the board, but it is looking like first-party Nintendo exclusives and stuff like that. So, which, y'all, this is nothing new for this company that their first-party stuff is going to be top dollar. We should
Every
all...
time.
Is it acceptable? No. Is it on par for Nintendo? Yeah.
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 100%. Like when I was watching it and they were talking about the new Nintendo Switch 2 camera, I was like, oh, this is like with the 3DS and the Game Boy with the little camera and you took pictures and you could print it out.
Yeah.
I was like, this is old school Nintendo. This is flashback in me.
Yeah, this is why we speak out and hold the line. Listen, I'm not going to tell people what to do with their money, okay? Because y'all, we can't control the prices, okay?
Yep.
We just can't, okay? You know, if you want a Switch 2, it's your money, you're adults. I don't.
Yep.
It's kind of one of those. It sucks, but it is what it is. Plus, it's not like I'm pining for a lot of like on this screenshot right here. I don't really care about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I want Street Fighter 6. Me and Raptor will both have. I assume you have ESO expansion, don't you?
Yes,
See,
because I love playing the Super Nintendo.
Me too, you know, and plus I like playing the N64 stuff on there as well.
Yeah.
So Raptor and I will have our Switch 2 variations of Zelda, you know. We'll see. I'm sure she and I will be like, how do we really feel about Mario Kart World? Is that price worth it, you know?
I will say, by my own bias,
Go ahead.
if Gino is in the game, I will spend $80. Because
Yes.
as soon as if that announcement happens, just like I did with Mario RPG,
Yes.
I will buy that game. Because
Absolutely.
it will tell them Put him in more games.
Yes. And somebody in the chat also said the annoying part about that bundle, though, is that it's a digital Mario Kart. Again, this is not the first time they've done that, though.
No.
This is not the first
even
time.
PlayStation does that.
Oh,
like,
God,
I got
yeah.
my PlayStation 5, and they gave me Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or whatever.
Yes.
As a digital, like they gave me a slip of paper with
exactly.
the code on it.
And listen, guys, I am all for, and I might get some kickback for this. I am all for physical game preservation, but unfortunately, more and more of that is just kind of not the world we live in anymore. Unfortunately, I
Get physical
wish
when you can.
Sure,
but
if you can, when you can, if you can.
Yeah.
But and you know, I know there's the argument of digital is not really ownership. Well, guys, listen. I don't know what to tell you on that, and I can't tell you what to do on that, because at the end of the day, you have to do what's convenient for you, and you have to do what's best for you. And if digital is the way to go for you, then that's fine, and you shouldn't be judged for it, because I'm going to tell you right now, 80% of my Switch library is digital. You know why? Because I don't want to lug those little cartridges around. I just don't. You know? I own 5 Switch games that are physical, because I just absolutely had to have those physical, because we will probably never see another physical release of Super Mario RPG Remake ever again.
Oh,
so I'm like,
yeah.
oh no, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm keeping that.
I bought it digital, and I have the physical copy, and it's still wrapped up.
I got the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters physical, because I'm like, we will never see that again. I want that physical.
And I will tell you this as somebody, so I might be getting into retro game collection.
Atta girl.
And
Atta girl.
I've been watching a lot of people do it, and
It's fun.
I will say this: get physical when you can, if you can,
if
it is available to you.
Yes.
Because somewhere down the line, there won't be available anymore, and you'll have to go to eBay.
Yep, you will.
And that's when it hurts.
That's when it really hurts.
Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo. Oh.
You guys have seen my retro collection behind me throughout the years, and
yeah,
my Final Fantasy shelf over here.
It hurts.
It hurts.
It's beautiful, but it hurts.
It's beautiful, but it hurts. And some of these were gifts, but some of these were out of my own pocket. And I'm just like, God.
Yeah. Like, I want the freaking Harvest Moon for Super Nintendo complete in box.
Yes.
Oh, that's $800.
I know. I want freaking, there was a game by Konami called Metal Warriors. That game's $300. And I'm like, I almost stole that from Blockbuster back in the day when it was only $10. Why didn't I just hang on to it?
Yeah, Chrono Trigger copies can go up like past $200.
Shoot,
I'm
Earthbound.
really thankful. Oh God, the collector's edition box of Earthbound.
Shit. Yeah.
It's a huge box.
Yeah.
That collectors like foam at the mouth for, because there's so few copies of it.
Now, Bubba brought up something that I also did see. Some of the physical cartridges won't have a game on them, only a digital license. Yes, basically it's a digital license to check for copyright and stuff like that, and licensing. And here's the thing I have to say about that. And I did check for confirmation on that.
Mm-hmm.
That is nothing new.
Yeah.
This has been happening since the PS3 and 360 era, as far as that is concerned. Okay,
and
PC since a decade plus at this point.
Yeah.
So like Corn Silver, that's up to the developer. It's not everything, I mean, Fallout 76 or 80, whatever the hell year it was, they did that. Fortnite does this. You can't buy physical copies of Fortnite. You can buy. Here's a box. There's a code inside.
Yep.
Those are going to be impossible to ROM dump, probably. And you know what? The thing is, though, that's the developer's choice to do so.
Yep.
Now, and I did see that not every game is doing it. For example, I did see that some cartridges, some people said on here, some games will actually have like the data of the game on the cartridge itself.
Yep.
So
I feel like Nintendo is probably going to start doing that, where they're just going to give you the code on the cartridge.
Yeah.
Just because they do not like ROMs.
No. Oh,
Like,
well, we know this. The Nintendo ninjas have been on a slaughter the last couple of years.
Yeah. Like the fact that we enjoy them because it lets us access these games that have otherwise been lost to time.
Yeah.
Nintendo hates them.
They hate it. They absolutely hate it.
Nothing we can do to stop them because it's their property.
It is.
And we just have to
and that is the truth of it,
inherit.
guys. You know, that is the truth of it.
We may not like it.
We don't.
But
I don't like it, but it's their property, and they
Yep.
technically have the legal right to do this. I know there's people like, you know, like some ordinary gamers that speak out against this and speaks for game preservation and encourages piracy and whatnot, and it's just like, well, yeah, but it's still theirs, and it is still their legal right to do so and protect their IP as they see fit. That is just, unfortunately, y'all, how copyright works for IPs. That's just how it works.
Yep.
You know,
We
it's
may not
Nintendo's
like
IP.
it, but-
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
We may not like it, but that's the world we live in.
That
You
is the
just
world.
Have to, if your moral compass does
Mm.
not allow you to purchase these games, then don't purchase them. You don't have
Exactly.
to.
You don't have to.
We're not going to sit here and be all like, "How dare you not buy Mario Kart?
No.
It's against the law."
No.
If you don't buy it, then don't buy it.
Exactly.
Like, it's whatever.
Because y'all, at the end of the day,
I'm-
we love video games, but they are just that. They're just
Yep.
a form of entertainment, and nobody should have their entire moral compass ride on. Because look, I've been guilty of this. I've gotten wrapped up in that stuff, especially with things like World of Warcraft and you know, stuff like that over the years. Like,
There
yeah,
was a time where World of Warcraft kind of deserved it, but we're not going to get into that.
the thing is, WoW didn't deserve it. Blizzard and their
Blizzard, yes.
and the people
And their-
that were
and the
working there,
choices that they made.
and well, not just the choices they made. I'm talking about like abuses from people in power
yeah.
at Blizzard. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Bobby Kirk.
different. But you know, and I've had some people say to me, you know, when I was criticizing 14, I had some people say, it's like, oh, but you were criticizing WoW and you stopped playing the game there tomorrow, but here you are doing this, and it's like, yes, and the people that committed those abuses at Blizzard are no longer there. So you know, but you know, it's just like. It's just kind of like, you know, guys, it really just kind of comes down to, you have to make a choice, you know, just make a choice. If you don't want to, then don't. If you can't, then you can't. If you want to and it will bring you joy, then you do what you have to do.
Especially in this day and age, especially
Mm-hmm.
in this year and
Yes.
the next, fingers crossed, 4 years. If you know, you know. I'm not going to go into elaborate.
If you know, you know.
We have to find joy
Yes.
in whatever the fuck we can.
Yes.
Because holy fuck, the world is on fire.
Yes.
How about yours?
Yes. That's the way I like
The
it, and I
90s
never
were
get
right.
bored. That's the way I like it,
The
and I
90s
never
were
get bored.
right.
Yeah.
Life is hell. Buy things that make you happy.
Yes. Yes. Cocaine it is then. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but
But I'll tell you, a skeleton will be very pleased.
oh shit. Yes.
Just crazy eyes.
That's right. Life is hell. Do the things that make you happy. And if you cannot financially do those things, then maybe, you know, maybe there will be an opportunity down the road, or maybe it just can't happen now. Because y'all, don't ever think for a moment. Corporations want you to have the fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Don't fall for that shit, okay? Don't fall for that shit. And yeah, and I know, and I saw some people saying there, also in the chat as well, you know, I would happily buy these games and whatnot if like older games, if Nintendo would re-release them.
Yep.
Well, that comes down to, you know, decisions that are made behind doors in conversations that we know nothing about. There are probably 1,000 reasons why something can't happen, and we don't know those reasons, and we will probably never know those reasons.
Nope.
I know it's easy to say they forget. you know?
Yep.
But we don't know that. The only thing I know for certain that they forget is Sony and Bloodborne. Because Nintendo called up From Software and said, fine, we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah. Apparently somebody in my chat, I believe it's Dia, my friend Dia was like, yeah, apparently the From Software got fed up with Sony's bullshit that they went to Nintendo. So congratulations.
I wouldn't blame them.
Close enough. Welcome back, Bloodborne.
Yeah, I mean, Sony owns the Bloodborne IP, unfortunately. So
yeah,
it's...
but this is just Born Blood.
Born Blood. It looks like Bloodborne, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
It's not.
Still, we should play it like it is Bloodborne. No, it isn't.
Correct. Yes,
No.
legally distinct Bloodborne. That
Legally
was what my
distinct
chat was
Bloodborne.
calling it too.
Yes. Yes. Instead of werewolves, it's vampires. Yes.
Yes. I thought it was Castlevania at first. Because I was like, okay, there's a guy sitting in a chair and a dead
Yeah.
lady. Clearly, this must be Castlevania.
Yes.
But then
And
afterwards, I was like, this looks weirdly like Bloodborne.
Yeah,
But
I
it's not.
But it's not. And not only that was a statement From Software just made. Because it's not just Bloodborne. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive Bloodborne.
They're
Nobody
fucking fed up
else
with
is
Sony.
touching this. You know they are. You know they're not corn. You know it's the second time it's happened, like with Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Sony owns the IP that is Demon Souls. So what did Miyazaki do? Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yep. There are some dev team members out there that just get so fed up with all the red tape.
Oh.
And I feel like it's the Bloodborne team From Software.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine how frustrated Yoshida is surrounded by red tape.
Oh, you
because
know
it
he
sounds
is.
like he wants to do so much, but
Sure.
corporate.
Yeah.
Sakurai, dude is free to be Kirby games out the wazoo.
Yeah. He's like, I told you I was done with Smash, didn't I?
It's like,
Yes.
racing Kirby.
Yes. Well, and Mimi Cutie talking about Dustborn again. Using Elden Ring's engine. Yes, they are using what appears to be the Elden Ring engine in that, and it shows right there that everything that they use to develop and create Elden Ring, they are spinning out. Oh, it absolutely is theirs. Because Bandai Namco owns Dark Souls. They own the IP that is Dark Souls. Sony owns Bloodborne and Demon Souls. So the only two IPs that From Software owns is Elden Ring, and if I'm not mistaken, I do believe they also own Armored Core.
I think so.
I think so. Yes. I don't think there's another publisher that has that one. But what this means is they can take the assets and the engine and everything for Elden Ring and do other stuff. That's why we're getting Night Rain, because Miyazaki is not doing Night Rain. His other guy is. And who owns Sekiro? I believe they own Sekiro, but that could also have some Activision involvement as well.
Yeah.
Because Activision was their publisher.
Yep.
Maybe. I could be wrong about that.
They can't play with it too much because
Maybe.
if a publisher is like tied to it, then chances are it's the same issue that we ran in with Mario RPG.
Actually,
While
no.
Nintendo.
Actually, no. From Software is the IP owner of Sekiro. Activision only helped them with international publishing, but they do not own the IP. So no, From Software owns Sekiro, and I know they own Sekiro because they own Tenchu, which is what Sekiro was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a Tenchu game, and then after a while, they're like, nah, turn it into this.
We'll just do this.
We'll just do this instead. Yeah.
And then aren't they releasing another Tenchu game anyway?
Oh, probably, inevitably.
I feel like there was like a trailer for that somewhere.
Yep. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, Sekiro. Who owns Armored Core IP? That is From Software.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, Elden Ring, Armored Core, Sekiro, and now Duskblood. Yeah.
Yep. So they can put that on any console they want without repercussions.
And what I saw with Duskblood, I saw them summon a companion, which will definitely mean co-op will be involved in this. I loved that this was not just Victorian era, but there was a little bit of steampunk in there.
Yeah, it's like Victorian steampunk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they had the train. I tried to not make a Final Fantasy VII.
Yes,
with like do 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 do.
Yes, it's not just steampunk Victorian era. Yeah. There's a little bit of an Asian mix in there as well.
Yes, all
and
that too.
Also vampires.
Oh yeah, vampires. Like I believe in terms of like our real life, that vampires became popular in the Victorian era.
They absolutely did. So that's a perfect fit. That is a perfect fit in my opinion. And so now I saw, and I'm going to, I'm not going to call out names here, but I am looking now in my FC Discord where some of my friends were talking, and I absolutely value their opinions. Don't worry, my friends. I am not going to call you out by name, but I do want to say some of these things. One person said physical copy for $90 is ridiculous. I agree.
Agreed.
I agree. That is ridiculous.
100%. That is, I mean, it's as bad as freaking, what is it? GTA being $100.
Yes.
It's
that's the biggest thing I worry about with the price increases on this games is Rockstar going to look at that and go, see, they're doing it, so we're justified. And I'm just like, you better not, you better fucking not.
Yeah,
I mean, and on the other hand, I'm also like, it's GTA. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't play GTA.
I don't play GTA either. I am not a GTA guy.
Nope.
I am not. I am not. Yeah. And I never will be. I never really have been. Rockstar, let's double that. You know what? Go ahead, Rockstar. Go ahead and double that, and let's see what happens. Go ahead. You know what? I say that to Rockstar. Go ahead. I double dog dare you, motherfucker. I dare you at this point, Rockstar.
Like the only one that I like, the only GTA like I got close to was like the first 3, and then I think it was one of the first ones that came out on PlayStation 2 or Xbox. I can't remember.
Probably Vice City or Liberty City, something like that.
It might be Liberty City, because my brothers were playing it, and mostly by playing, I mean they were not doing the plot. They were just running people over and running from the cops, which is what you do in GTA.
That's what you do in GTA. You run people over, you shoot people, you run from the cops, and you bring hookers into your car. That is GTA.
And you steal cars to take to the shop so you can
yes
from the cops. Yeah, no,
yes.
I watched my brothers just run people over and try to get as many cop stars as they possibly could. They always got to max with the freaking helicopter and everything.
Yep.
GTA has plot, sarcasm.
Yep. And
hey brother, what's going on?
Yeah. Delta Gamerson in the chat just said, someone I follow on YouTube did point out on Twitter saying Nintendo has been doing this since the SNES. Granted, this was before Sony created the PS1, but the point still stands. The point still stands, but also you have to understand this as well. The cost of things as a whole was not what it is today back in the early to mid 90s. So you have to understand also, a game that might have been $80 in 93 is not the same as a game that is $90 in 2025. So there is a little bit of an argument to be made. It's like, that's not exactly comparable because of inflation. Exactly. Because of it
would probably be the equivalent now of almost $200.
Exactly. Exactly. It would be $200. So, not that, and the thing is, not every game was that price. There were a few. I remember Super Mario RPG being $70. I distinctly remember this. And even my mom back then is like, ooh, that's a little stiff right there. But the norm was not games being $30 either. That was not the norm either. But yeah.
Like, I'm willing to draw the line at $60 because it makes sense.
I am also willing to draw the line at 60.
Yes. And then like any price higher, it's because it's collector's edition, and it has to be physical at that point because you're getting a statue, right?
Yes.
So it's like the Square Enix collector's edition for 14.
Yes.
Like, that makes sense. You get a statue, you get a whole bunch of other accessories and stuff.
Yes.
The price makes sense. It makes sense.
It does, and yeah, it does.
Making a game that comes in a tiny little cartridge and the physical copy of it is $80 and that's all you get is a tiny cartridge is
yeah.
like, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo, your greed is showing.
A little bit.
We know you're a little greedy.
Yeah.
But you have a freaking Nintendo World both in Japan and the US. You're not hurting for money.
No, they're not.
Scaling it back.
Yeah.
Unless Mario Kart World is so incredibly fucking vast that it justifies the price.
Yes.
I personally don't. I don't like the increase of prices.
I don't either.
What can we fucking do?
Yes.
I mean, look at eggs.
Exactly. And the other thing we also have to remember when we're comparing, the gaming market in the 90s to the gaming market of now, there were so many places you could buy video games back then. It wasn't just nowadays where it's Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop as far as like your physical retails with the occasional mom and pop store here and there,
and like Target.
Yeah, Target. Yeah, but most of the time, most people are buying games either digitally or if they are buying physical, they're usually buying them online. That's just the world we live in now. But back in the 90s, there were so many secondhand shops to buy games at back in the 90s, from mom and pop stores to just the video rental store in your local grocery store. There were video games. Toys R Us, exactly. There were so many places, so you had a lot more competition in prices. So there was that as well. That's not really happening anymore. Everywhere there was a bargain bin. Exactly. Exactly.
The bargain bin. We always had Blue Dragon.
Yes. And So that's kind of another thing. And again, is it ridiculous? It absolutely is. And it just kind of comes down to, well, that's up to you. Because y'all, I know some people are saying, hold the line, wait for them to price cut Mario Kart. Listen to me, guys. That's not going to happen.
Not for a while.
It's Mario Kart.
Yep. Like when Nintendo's like, we're having a sale, I go and look at the prices. Like Zelda still costs, I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild still costs $60.
Yep.
And the Switch has been out how long now?
Yeah. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tears of the Kingdom was even more than that. Tears of the Kingdom, wasn't it 70?
I think so.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, Tears of the Kingdom is still up there in price.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's very rare for Nintendo to bring the price on a video game down.
Especially a first-party game.
Yep.
Especially a first-party game.
Super Mario RPG, $20. I think it's because that game was $50.
Yes, it was 50, and there are certain retails that are having a sale on it right now. Yeah. Let me see. Tears of the Kingdom. Yep, it's 70.
Yep. And when it goes on sale, it's literally $65.
Yes. So, like, the big price slash on, Zelda and stuff like that, I'm telling you guys right now, it's not going to happen. Now, could they price slash the console? It's happened before. It happened with 3DS. They saw what was happening, and they're like, oh, shit. They're not buying this console.
Nope.
We need to do something about that. And when they cut that price in half, or no, they cut it by $100. They took $100 off that price. Then people were like, okay. So it is still within the realm of possibility. But again, we're kind of in a weird state here.
Yeah.
People don't really seem to have a problem with the price of the hardware. It's the game price.
Yep.
So it's just like, but then it's just like I said, it's like them cutting back on Mario Kart's price. That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a port from the Wii U and sold gangbusters for how long? How much does Mario Kart 8 Deluxe cost right now?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Mario Kart 8 8 deluxe price. If you buy it straight from Nintendo, $60.
The point still stands.
And that's before you buy the $25 DLC stuff.
Yep. Nightmare.
Nightmare.
I remember because I was like, I wanted to get Mario Kart to play it with everybody, but I was like, I don't have $60 on me right this second.
Yeah.
It had to be gifted to me because I was like, I can't like justify buying Mario Kart right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was the same way. I didn't buy Mario Kart when it first came out.
Yep.
I had to wait. I was just like, oh, I can't.
Yep.
I fucking can't.
Yep. The games that I usually buy on a console for Nintendo right out the get-go is either A, Pokemon, B, Fire Emblem, or C, Smash Brothers.
Yep. Okay, so I'm getting some clarification on here. I'm looking on Twitter. To clarify some confusion on Nintendo Switch 2, this person is saying that Switch 2 games are 70 and 80. It's only Mario Kart that seems to be that one that's close to 90. Maybe.
What the heck?
Wait, hold on. Let me look again. $79.99 MSRP. That's Mario Kart. It's 80.
Why is it just Mario Kart then?
Donkey Kong Bonanza is 70.
Why just maybe? What are they hiding in Mario Kart?
That's the big thing I want to know is what justifies that price.
Yeah, like, is it because of how big the game is?
I don't know.
Because they were like, you can go off, you can explore the map, like the entirety of the map. You can just drive off the road and just explore.
So here's my question, chat. Where was this Mario Kart is $90 coming from? Where was that coming from? I don't see that.
I think that's the people getting confused with Europe's pricing.
It has to
people
be.
will see, people will see the Europe pricing and without fact checking.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. 80 is still ridiculous. 80 USD.
Is still ridiculous.
80, yeah, because I was seeing people saying like it's 90, and I'm like, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, even some folks in my Discord were saying it's 90, and I'm like, where?
90 in
Canadian. Yeah, Con said, it's going to be 90 Canadian, which that is goddamn ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And even then, 80, that's still stupid too. that don't get me wrong, that's pretty dumb too. But like I said, I'm looking at a Walmart listing right now for Mario Kart World US version, and it's saying 80. So I don't know where people got 90 USD for Mario Kart World. I am not. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. I think people are mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's a pipeline of confusion. Because it's just like somebody will say it's $90 and it's like $90 euro
Canadian.
Because they don't specify how much from where. It's just $90 and people are going to assume $90 USD by default.
Avario, you are horrible. You're paying their lawyers in their Power World legal fight.
It's actually 120 in
Australia. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But also, why Mario? Well, I guess the only thing I can figure is if it's not just because of the content that it provides.
Yeah.
I think it's because Mario Kart did so well on the first Switch that they're probably milking it.
Yeah, I mean, it still comes down to what you and I said at the beginning. This just sounds like straight up Nintendo greed right here.
Oh yeah, because like it's a launch day title and it's coming in a bundle pack that is going to be the big seller at Christmas.
Yeah, because it'll be because I saw right there, I see the bundle right here. You get $450 for just the Switch too.
Yeah.
But $50 more, you get Mario Kart World, which if they're pricing that at 80, and you really want Mario Kart World, that might be the better way to go right there.
That's probably also why they're doing that. That might be another
enticing.
Enticing.
Yeah,
being like, this is the better deal.
That's enticing. Which, it's funny because it reminds me of a story, and this is one of the reasons why I miss Reggie so goddamn much. He had to twist Miyamoto's arm to put Wii Sports for free on the Wii. Because Nintendo is like, well, we made the game, we should make money from it. And Reggie was like, no, put it on the Wii. Put it with the Wii, bundle it with the Wii. I promise you. And it kind of paid off.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Just having Wii Sports is because, like, most people will buy the console without a game.
Absolutely. It seems there was a rumor started. Twitter is quick to jump on things. But see, I can understand where some confusion might have happened. Don't get me wrong, Eric. $80 for a game is still goddamn ridiculous. That is stupid. That is disgusting. That should not be happening. That is bullshit. Even 70 is pushing it. Like when Rebirth was 70, I was like,
Yeah. Yep. And I think it's too, again, it's because, like, you know, Twitter can get really hyper focused on, like, it's just like somebody will be like, it's $90, and then all of Twitter is like, it's $90.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Exactly.
And it becomes like this whole thing of misinformation.
Yes.
And you can't tell which way is up and which way is down because everybody is saying different things, but it was actually a European dollar that was that.
Yeah. Eric brings up another great point. It's hard for me to fathom buying it when games like Helldivers are 40. You're absolutely right. Or games like Baldur's Gate 3 or 60, and look at all the content that is in that game.
Content that is free.
Content that is free. Exactly. And you are 100% correct. And that is the universal thing we all agree on. That $80 pricing for Kirby, this isn't just Kirby right here, what I just noticed right here. This is Kirby and the Forgotten Land, a Switch 1 Kirby with its DLC, and they want $80 for that. That should be $40. That's an older game. That is bullshit.
Yep.
That is bullshit.
Nintendo greed.
That is Nintendo greed right there. Now,
100%.
Am I going to pay the extra money for Metroid Prime 4 Switch 2 version? You goddamn right I am. Because it's Metroid Prime 4 and I have waited for this.
Yep.
So
again, it all boils down to what you want to spend your money on.
Yes.
That is your choice. And if you want to buy Mario Kart for $80, we're not going to sit here and yell at you for it.
No,
because
absolutely
again,
not.
Life sucks ass right now.
Yeah.
Find joy where you can.
Yes. And listen, I'm just going to go ahead and tell everybody I'm getting a Switch 2. I'm getting a Switch 2. Some people may say, well, you're a Nintendo soy boy or whatever, and to those people I say, I'm almost middle-aged and crazy here. Kiss my ass. I am an anxious millennial. It's my money and I will buy what I want because I know I'm going to play the shit out of it. And
the upgrade for Switch 2 games is $10 to $20. So that's not bad.
Yeah. So here's your loop around with that, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your loop around with that. These games that get these upgrades, here's what you do. Buy them secondhand at a discounted price.
Yep.
Buy Zelda at Tears of the Kingdom. You can find them secondhand at a cheaper price. eBay, Game Exchange, look around. If you really want to be technical about this and pinch your pennies, there are ways. eBay, secondhand stores like Game Exchange do not sell them at full price, okay, because they're used. And then, if you have NSO expansion, boom, there's your Switch 2 version on both the Zeldas, or you pay a little more for that upgrade price. So that's what I'm saying. There are ways. There are ways you can do this, all right? So.
Oh, no, Chow, we were talking about that. We were talking also about how Nintendo tends to snipe people that do that. So
what's that?
We're using Dolphin and
yeah, there's something called Dolphin. Listen,
as much as I love ROMs, I can't play them in places where people will see me playing them.
I can't. And the thing is, guys, again, I know the argument of, well, game preservation, physical shit like that. Y'all, I get it, but it's still their IP. Yep. They have the legal right to do this. If they are within their legal right to do something because it's theirs, then we really don't have an argument, okay? Yeah. I am not going to tell you, yo-ho, don't be a pirate. I'm just saying...
be aware.
Just, it's theirs. And that kind of ends the argument right there.
Yeah, because like I was playing Mario RPG via ROM to show everyone in my community, and at that same time was when Nintendo started chasing down streamers to ban them from everything because they were using ROM hacks for Super Smash Bros. Melee. And I was like, I can't play ROMs on my streams anymore, and if I do, I have to be very careful, very quiet about it, and it has to be a one-time dealio real quick, and I can't be spotted because that's dangerous.
How long before Mario was public domain? 2080.
Also,
I will be dead.
Rahela,
I will be dead.
In response to Rahela, I said it earlier, I'm not going to get Mario Kart right away. But if in the stream that is later this month, they confirm that Gino is in the game, I will throw $80 at them because I want them to know, only when they confirm it, that I want my boy in other games.
Yep.
There is a reason why I bought Mario RPG, the remake, twice.
Yep. That's right. And you know what? I will do the same. If I don't get the bundle, because I'm kind of leaning towards the bundle because I'm just like, I'd rather pay that price. Also, Chad, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, this will be the second time that I buy, this will be the third time that I buy Street Fighter 6 because I want Street Fighter 6 on Switch. This will be, God damn it, this will be the fourth
time you buy Elden Ring.
This will be the third time. Only third. This will be the third time that I will buy Elden Ring. Is it gonna be 60? Probably.
We were calling it the Skyrim of From Software.
And you know what else? From Software is like, yeah. Will it be worth it? It's Elden Ring. Of course it's worth it.
If it's a game that you love or think you enjoy or definitely enjoy, buy it.
You know what that means?
Because nothing speaks louder than money.
Hey, I will gladly buy Elden Ring again because I love my Steam Deck, but it's so much easier taking my Switch around places. And if I can play Elden Ring on that anywhere, hell yeah.
Dude, taking my fucking Steam Deck to Florida was a nightmare. That thing is so fucking thick.
It is thick. It's great, but it's thick.
It's so thick. It needs to be thinned a little bit. Just a little bit. It can get really heavy.
Yep.
It was hard holding that thing when I had the flu. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. IMAX am good as long as it plays 4K resolution. It does docked. It will do up to 4K. And up to 120 FPS. It will do 1080p handheld and 60 FPS in handheld. So here's the deal. I don't really give a shit about 4K, but if it can do up to 4K, you know what that means in docked mode? 1440p, which is that beautiful little sweet spot because it's easier to render better frames in 1440 than it is in 4K.
And
it just is.
Metroid Prime is just going to look good on your big
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So now that we've kind of covered the basis on that and my feelings regarding that, I'm not raging about the prices because at this rate, I'm just like, well, of course they did.
Yeah, of course. It's part of the course. Here we go again.
And I am not going to be a content creator that says, boycott!
No.
I don't believe in that. Not
right now. Not right now.
It really, in things in the entertainment industry, boycotts don't work, I'm afraid. People tried to say boycott Hogwarts Legacy. Look how well that turned out.
That's because negative press is
Yep.
the best kind of press that you can ever give.
Controversy creates cash, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen.
The fastest way to make something die, don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Why do you think
Yep.
Transformers 1 died? They
Motherfuckers.
didn't talk about it.
Motherfuckers. And here's the and you know, guys, and listen, I respect content creators like Angry Joe, but let me tell you, and he did a video about raging about it. I saw that he posted raging, Nintendo fucked up, this, these damn prices, listen to me. Angry Joe is going to buy a Switch 2.
Yeah.
He's like Pokemon fans. This new Pokemon looks stupid. This fucking Pokemon, I'm like, and you will buy it.
And you will buy it, and you will play it, and you will complain the entire time. Just like Star Wars fans.
Yeah, the Streisand is strong. Yes, it is. Yep.
Like, at the end of the day, do what you feel is right.
That's
right. You will be happier and healthier living in your little bubble with your friends of the bubble.
Yes.
And playing the games that you enjoy.
Exactly.
And it's like, I bought Monster Hunter Wilds. That was it $70?
It was.
And it was so goddamn fun.
Worth it.
It was so goddamn fun.
Tears
I
of the
bought
Kingdom is
collector's
70.
Yeah, I bought Rebirth, the collector's edition. Did I use anything from that? No, but I still bought the collector's edition anyway.
I kind of did too.
It's just, it made me happy. So I was like, you know what? Like, I told a story today on stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an email from Blizzard that they were doing a super ultra mega sale on their website, on their store.
Mm-hmm.
And one of it was statues. And I collect figurines. I am a big figurine
Oh, I know
collector.
you. Oh, I know you
I
do.
clicked on it and they had an Alex Straza 20-inch figurine. And she had like a base of flowers that she was standing on, and it had baby whelplings all over the place.
Ooh.
And I was like, I fucking need this statue.
Ooh, damn.
The statue's base price was $900,
God.
but it was on sale for $180.
Oh, hell yeah. They were like, we got to get this out of here.
And I was like, I fucking want this. I want this.
Hey,
I collect dragons. I collect figurines. This is 2 in one go. I'm buying this.
Hey,
Do
Square.
I have the fun?
Hey, Square Enix, have you ever considered running a sale on your fucking Final Fantasy statues? Maybe, you assholes. No,
so
$2,000.
I went to check out, put in my credit card information, and was talking to my sister-in-law on Discord at the same time, because I was like, do you have this Illidan statue? Because the Illidan statue, which was $600, was down to like $110.
Woo!
I was just like, these statues, man. The big Sylvanas statue that they had up there was $120.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I hit buy, sold out.
Fuck.
And I was like, are you kidding me? And I was like,
That
God
quick.
damn it.
That
I'm
quick.
fucking, I was like, I'm fucking pissed. And then I was like, no, the universe is telling me that I don't need this statue. I don't need it, because after tax and shipping that giant thing, it would have come out to $230.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, I don't, something is telling me not to buy it. And then I watched the direct today.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's coming out in June. I was like, oh. And they're like, pre-orders open this month. And I'm like, uh-oh.
In fact,
This is what the universe was telling me.
Pre-order is April 9th. That's next Wednesday.
It's right after my mom's
Yep.
birthday.
And chat here, and I'm not bragging at all, but there's a reason why I held on to that GameStop gift card that my cousin gifted me last year. It was for this. So I'm like, well, there's a reason I hung on to that.
I'm going to be getting my tax return soon.
Good.
Which is going to be relatively large, because I spent a lot of money last year for obvious reasons.
Can't imagine what that was.
Certainly not the fact that I am flattened now.
Yeah. Yes, the flattening. I remember like it was yesterday. She went from cute in 3D to gorgeous in 2D.
As Farron said, I became a ma'am.
Yeah, you did become a ma'am. Just saying, you did. You were mammified.
But I was like, I can pay off Disney, especially because of that fucking hype train that I had. What was it? Tuesday? No, it was Friday.
Thank you, chat.
Friday. Yeah, thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you. What was his name? Sir Bill.
Bull Joe, yeah.
Bull
popping
Joe.
off. Jesus.
Yeah. The Golden Kappa train. Yeah. So I was like, I'll be able to pay off Disney and start paying off my phone, which means I have enough money possibly left over to buy a Switch 2.
Excellent.
If not right away,
inevitably.
Very soon.
Yes, because Nintendo is they said we are going to do a much, we're going to keep this shit in stock. Like, it's going to be rolling out of here, and they're going to fuck over the scalpers too. So, yeah.
Yes, good.
Yes.
Mr. My bank thought I got hacked.
Yes. And, so now that we've kind of discussed all of that, now let's talk about the potential of this console.
Well, we know Yoshida's already got his fingers all over it because he bought the fucking collector's edition of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to say the name of a game that I'm like we're basically, chat, we're calling our shots here, okay? And you can join along as well. Name one at a time, chat. I'll say a game title. I'm calling this, and then you say it, and we'll go back and forth. So I'll start off. I'm just going to go ahead and say Dark Souls 3. Your turn.
God.
You may use chat for reference if you desire.
Well, 14, obviously.
14, yes.
Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals will happen.
That would be fun.
Marvel Rivals will happen. Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Actually, genuinely, what I'm excited for. I will tell you. They've already talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the biggest critiques I have had about Nintendo was that they're very play with your friends, play with your family, but always local. It was always local. It was driving me crazy because it was always local. The Switch 2 is way more online friendly with a bunch of the games that I want to play online. Namely, like Super Mario Brothers Wii U Deluxe.
That's very true.
And my personal favorite on the GameCube, F-Zero, is going to be online play.
Oh, you and I will be doing that.
And, I fucking love F-Zero.
And I'm just going to tell all of you, I'm kicking all your asses in Soul Calibur 2. I'm kicking all of your asses. I will have a challenge night when this drops, chat, on Soul Calibur 2 and CVS2 collection. I am going to kick all your asses.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about the multiplayer aspect. So even though, all of the games that I will probably say are all the games that they've already said are going to be online playable. So, I want to be able to play Super Mario U Deluxe online with my friends because that game is so much fun to play with friends.
Yeah.
It is so boring by yourself, but it's so much fun to grab your friend who's a Luigi and throw him off the side of a cliff, and it's so fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. I will say, let's see, I'll say one. Bubba said, what about the chances of Pal World? That would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, God.
I will say, Tekken 8. I'll say Tekken 8.
I'd like a new Animal Crossing.
New Animal Crossing. I will say,
could you imagine designing a new island on Animal Crossing with that much space and graphics?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Delta, don't.
Don't, Delta.
Oh.
Don't.
I miss Star Fox with all of my heart
I know
and
you
soul.
did. I know.
I miss it.
Let's see. Street Fighter 6 Fighter Edition. Yeah. IMAX is looking in the past the screen. Let me think. Stuff that will be. Actually, this one is actually not out of the realm of possibility anymore. Halo. Halo.
Oh, I thought you said your microphone didn't pick up, so I was like, what's Nilo?
Halo.
Halo.
Xbox is already going third party. They've already pretty much said as much. Xbox did say.
True.
Xbox. There will be Xbox titles. Halo Master Chief Collection. Yeah. Halo will be on Switch too. Calling it. Wouldn't be a bad thing.
Oh my god, that would be really funny though.
That would be fucking
I guess
hilarious.
Because it has to happen. I know that it should be something that pushes this console to its limits. But I have to say it for the meme.
Yeah.
Skyrim. It has to continue to be on every console. And it will never, ever, ever.
Yes. Dia just said a great one. Non-cloud version of the Kingdom Hearts collection.
Yes. Oh my god, please.
That will happen. That will happen. That's not a maybe. That is going to happen. That is a definite. Genshin. Yep.
Yeah, I could see Genshin finally fitting on there.
Baldur's Gate 3 will happen.
Yes.
Mouse support.
Mm-hmm.
That solidifies it right there. The mouse support solidifies it. But BG3 will happen.
Yes.
Portable Baldur's Gate. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes. It's not really an epic RPG fantasy adventure of doing whatever the fuck you want. It's a dating sim.
It's a dating
It's a dating sim.
Love and Deep Space. No, kidding. Love and Deep Space on the Nintendo Switch.
I would be like, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. Love and Deep Space will be on the Switch too.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Oh, dude, Helldivers on Switch would be so fun.
It would be so fun. I don't see it happening though. That's Sony's IP, and Sony's a bunch of bastards.
Yeah, and the way that Helldivers plays, it's such a zombie escape swarm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might actually overheat it. Because of how many freaking robots and aliens you have to explode and explosions. There's just so much graphically happening that I feel like even the Switch 2 would struggle with that.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to try it on the Steam Deck to see how far this thing will go. And I've seen people being like, yeah, you can play it, but you gotta turn the graphics way down.
Farron just made a good point. Lethal Company and Repo. Because of the built-in mic and the mouse compatibility.
Oh, God. Hey, guys, I'm playing Lethal Company.
That could happen. And you know why it's also perfect? Because because Lethal Company especially is normally 4 players. You won't be able to mod it, of course.
Yeah.
But technically, Lethal Company could work. Lethal Company is controller compatible, but you know what they could do? They could redo the control a little bit here to work with mouse mode and using the other Joy-Con. They could rework it. They could absolutely rework it. Nintendo will charge you to use the mouse though. No, they won't. Oh, you're joking. I was like, what? No, they won't. Oh man. Both Nier games are already on Switch. Yes, both Nier games are on Switch already. Oh, Kool-Aid said that. They are for MP4. MP4. Metroid Prime 4? You talking about for the Switch 2 version? Well, yes, I knew that. If you want mouse support, you got to upgrade it to Switch 2 edition. Well, yeah, I knew that, but here's the thing, Kool-Aid. I'm getting the Switch 2 version anyway, so.
Yeah, he's not gonna upgrade.
Yeah. Plus,
he's just gonna buy it straight out.
Yeah. Plus, most people, Kool-Aid, look, listen to me. Most people are not going to use mouse mode on Metroid Prime 4. You know what they're going to do? This. They're going to do this. Because traditionally, that was how Prime was played anyway, before Wii version. So, I wouldn't worry about it. If you want
They're
the Switch,
probably
if you want the Switch
with
one,
a Pro controller.
Yep. Yeah, or a Pro controller, exactly. So, and even then, it's just like, I mean, I already said I'm getting the Switch 2 version. I'm getting the Switch 2 version of Prime 4. That's just happening. Who needs a mouse when you have lock on? Well, again, y'all, this comes down to your money, your choice. Okay.
Yep.
I am not calling for a call to arms like some other people are. They should have made the Joy-Con a Wiimote instead of a mouse, to be honest. Then it's gonna be this fucking big. Okay. I think we're splitting. I think we're splitting hairs a little bit here. Okay. Like, they still need to keep it handheld and not have it be this fucking long, because then it's gonna be hard to fucking hold. All right. Like, I think we're not an actual Wiimote. No, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, but even then, the Joy-Cons are bigger. It is bigger, so it will be a little easier to hold. But again, that comes down to if you're even going to use the Joy-Con as a separate thing. If you're playing in handheld mode, then you're going to be doing this. Or if you're like me, you won't be buying the new Pro controller. You're just going to use your Switch 1 version, which is compatible with the Switch 2. So don't even worry about it. So see, this is an extra $80, $90 that I'm not going to spend. So there are options. If you know, there are options. I just want the Switch 2 version because it looks better and the frame rate will be higher. That's the main reasons I want it. And you know, so. Nah, man.
It's all personal preference.
It's all personal preference, exactly.
You don't have to feel like you're pressured into wanting to switch to. Like, for me personally, I really like the idea of the mouse capability with the Joy-Con because it means one thing. They have no excuse of not putting Mario Paint on the ROM shop.
You know,
I want to play.
You know, Mario Paint. You know.
Fucking Mario Paint, bro. I want it. I want it so bad.
You know.
I want it. I need it. I need to swap.
I'm just saying,
make some music.
Hey, Nintendo, now would be a great time to just create a new Mario Paint. Just saying.
I want Mario Paint. So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they started showing the mouse thing, I was like, Mario Paint.
Could happen. Could happen. They could add it to NSO. It could happen.
I want it.
It could happen. I know you do.
I loved that game. We never owned it. We always borrowed it or rented it. I loved that game.
I know
so much.
Oh, I did too.
So good.
Yeah, just for the Fly Swatter mini game. Yes. Yes, damn it. Or you know what they do? They release a new Mario Paint with a USB-C controller in the shape of the old mouse that you plug in on the top of the Switch 2. I'm like,
yes, with the
you know what, Nintendo, I'll give you that one. There you go.
Yes.
You can have that one.
I will buy
free
that
money.
fucking mouse.
Free money.
I would do it.
Free money,
also, yes,
Nintendo.
Okami 2.
Okami 2 will happen.
Please.
Okami 2 will happen. You know what? Fuck it. I'll call it. If Street Fighter 6 is going to be on Switch 2, then so will Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh my god.
They both use the RE engine. Street Fighter 6 works on Switch 2. That uses the RE engine. If that's working, then so will Wilds, and so will every Resident Evil that is using the RE engine.
Yeah, and so will Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts 3 used the RE engine too.
Oh, the RE, they did?
I think so, yeah. I think they upgraded to the...
Because RE engine is Capcom's personal engine.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the other one.
No, you're fine. You said Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
That Unreal. They used Unreal 4.
Yes.
Yeah, which now we're like at Unreal 5 now, I think.
Yeah.
15 FPS gameplay. I don't know, man. I don't know. That Bobo.
They might have to pull like some flora out, but I can see it possibly working. Yeah.
And the thing I tell the people is don't underestimate the power of the RE engine. That engine is an anomaly at what it can pull off and not have to use a lot of power generation. It's kind of scary. Worlds is more possible, yes, but Wilds is more current.
Yeah. It would be interesting. They might have to do a lot of like editing to the base game just to make it work, because
Maybe.
I mean, the graphics don't work on PC as is.
No. You know what?
But I can see them having to finagle with it to make it
Right.
work.
They will have to finagle with it, but also here is my argument to that.
Mhm.
Elden Ring. You know how many times you load Elden Ring when you first start that game off? Once you reach the open world, before you reach the open world, you load into the game once. And then you explore the entirety of the first section of the open world, which is massive, which is that first area, which is Caelid, which is all the way down to Liurnia Lakes. Like, it's massive. If there's little mini dungeons you go into, you don't load in. You walk straight in, okay? The only time that the game has to load, like have a loading screen, is if you, 1, fast travel, or 2, there are 2 areas that you take a giant elevator that are disguised as a loading screen.
Right.
But other than that, or if a cinematic is playing, because things load behind cinematics, you know. But other than that, Elden Ring, it's the same with Dark Souls. Dark Souls loads once.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, like the fact that freaking Cyberpunk is going to play on this game, on this console.
Yeah.
Like, there's no telling what this console will be able to pull off.
Yeah.
At this point in time, because like for the Switch, we could kind of gauge. It's just like, okay, Mario games will work, Zelda game will work, but it will be very bare bones.
Yes.
Pokemon will kind of work.
Yeah.
But this, when they were like, yeah, Cyberpunk is coming to this console.
Yes.
It's like, okay, what else can fit on this fucking console?
Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, those are the 2 big things that stood out to me. Like, oh, y'all aren't playing around anymore. Because again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, the tech in this thing is comparable to a PS4 Pro.
Yep.
That is not old tech. That is still good tech. That is 1440p at a minimum dot. That is 1440p, 60 FPS at a minimum. Game depending, of course, you know, because then it's up to the software developer themselves. But the fact that it will at least pull off 1080, 60 FPS handheld mode, that right there speaks leaps and bounds to what it can and will be able to pull off. Like, it is kind of freaking, like, this handheld's kind of an anomaly, and the fact that it's going to be $450 is kind of like, okay, you have a hybrid, but you're doing this. And like, and again, not saying names, I'm just bringing up points people brought. Someone said Nintendo had no business selling their console for $450 when it's still less powerful than a standard PS4. I am afraid that is factually incorrect. It is actually comparable to a PS4 Pro, tech speaking. So actually, the price is kind of justified. So that I'm not saying names, because you know I don't call people out like that. And I'm not saying, you know, people are just making up bullshit, but that technically is a factual incorrection. The Switch 2 is comparable to PS4 Pro tech wise. So that does open the door and open up a wider window of what it will be able to pull off.
Yeah, I think what it is that for a very, very, very long time,
yes,
Nintendo has always been kind kind of on the back burner in terms of how powerful their consoles are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take a long time for folks to kind of get used to the fact that this is on par for a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Which
and in many ways a step above a Steam Deck.
Yeah, because like if I pull up, hold on, let me pull up Steam real quick.
Sure.
Okay, the Steam Deck prices currently. The cheapest one, which is the LCD screen, is $399.
$400. Okay.
Yep. And then the OLED, which is their newest one, which has like the crisper screen and everything like that, is $549.
Wow. And
so the Switch is cheaper.
And I think the OLED one has a bigger hard drive space as well, because I know base one had 64 gigs. Like mine has 64 gigs, but I overrode that because I put a micro SD in there.
Yeah. It's the OLED is 512 gigabytes.
Wait, you said the OLED was what?
512 GB.
512 GB. Base Steam Deck is 256 LCD, 256 gigabytes LCD at 400. So Switch 2 being $50 more, but being able to pull off a wider range of a little bit of a wider range of stuff here. If not that, at least comparable as well.
Yep.
So Rahela has an important question. What will be the accept the truth buttons in FF16 Switch Edition? You swing both Joy-Cons forward.
Yes.
You swing both Joy-Cons.
So yeah, I would put the Nintendo Switch 2 in between the LCD and the OLED Steam Decks. Because in terms of price. Yeah. And that's just the base price. That's not including shipping and handling and all that.
And like you said earlier, even with the base price of the Steam Deck, that's not counting the dock. That's also not counting, anything extra you buy, like a SD card or something like that. At least the Switch 2 will be 256 gigs off the bat and have its dock at that $450 price.
Correct.
So even then, I still say the $450 is justified. I still say it's justified.
It's not 600 USD.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
And the 1 terabyte Steam Deck is $649.
Yes, it is. And I bet a new Steam Deck with a better core is going to come out before OLED Switch 2. Probably. You're probably absolutely right. And you know what? It will probably be over $500.
Yep. Because the thing about Nintendo that we also have to keep in mind is that Nintendo aims specifically to get all their sales done at Christmas. They are aiming specifically at the moms and the grandmas that are going out for their Christmas shopping, because Nintendo is a very family-oriented console. They are always going to aim for that level of people buying their console. Whereas like PlayStation and Xbox, they're always going to aim for the
adults.
16-year-olds to the adults.
Yes.
Whereas Nintendo will always be aiming for the grandmas that want to buy their kid a console for Christmas because Pokemon or whatever.
Yes. Which
is
probably
range,
closer to when Legend ZA is going to be dropping anyway.
Yep. Yeah. So it's like, I would say that in terms of price, what you get bundled in with it, on top of all of the technological advancements that they have made since the Switch and the Switch Lite.
Yep.
The price isn't bad. No. I paid more for a PlayStation 5 that I barely played.
Yep. I paid more for a PlayStation 5 that I sold.
Yeah.
Because I had no reason to play that, and I didn't feel like paying over $100 every year just to be able to play online, just to be able to play Bloodborne.
Yep.
Or
so it's like
online.
At the at the end of the day, if the price of $450 or whatever bothers you with the Switch 2, don't buy it.
No.
You don't have to buy it. It's
No.
it's there if you want it, and if you don't want it, that's okay. And in terms of like, is it better than the Steam Deck? I should just get rid of my Steam Deck and buy a Switch 2. No. If you enjoy your Steam Deck, play your Steam Deck. If you love Nintendo games, get a Nintendo thing. If you just have your Nintendo Switch, which has been out for like almost 10 years now, it's not gonna go away. It's gonna still be there. I'm gonna continue to play my Switch.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future. It's like my Game Boys. It's a Game Boy.
I'm mostly a PC player. I play my Switch every day.
Yeah.
My two gaming devices of choice is PC and Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Khan said, how does that make me wonder how big will the files be for these games? I mean, Cyberpunk was 86 gigs. I actually just looked it up, Khan. They condensed it down to a 64 gigabyte card for the Switch 2 version of Cyberpunk.
Shit.
They condensed it, which is great.
Wow.
Which is great. I know, Dios mio. Which shows you right there, chat, that whole, thing about checking, it's just you still have to download it and you only insert this thing to validate whether you actually own it or not. That shows you right there what we said a minute ago. That is strictly up to the developer who does that. And CD Projekt Red is obviously saying, oh no, the game's on there.
Yep. So at the end of the day, if you don't like it, don't buy it. That's the world we live in.
That is the world we live in.
But there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be very excited about the console, and it's okay for them to be excited, just like it's okay for you not to be excited.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, we're going to spend our money somehow.
That's
whether
right.
it be on eggs or Mario Kart, which costs about as much as eggs do.
You want? Yeah. So here is another list of things, and this just made me go nanny the fuck here. They're listing. I found a listing here that says Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater might be on Switch 2.
Oh, fuck.
Which brings me to what we were saying earlier, games that could wind up on the Switch 2, which makes me go Metal Gear Solid Delta. And I'm going to name another one, and this is going to be controversial as fuck when I say this. But I'm going to say it nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Path of Exile 2 and Diablo 4 will be on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
They will be.
Yep.
They will be on the Switch 2. D4, no doubt. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. D4, no doubt.
Yeah. Yep. It will happen.
Oh,
if GTA 6 is on the Switch 2.
Yeah, like...
Who knows? Who knows?
There's no limit on the Switch anymore. There's no limit.
If there is a limit, the ceiling for it has been pushed up very, very, very high at this point.
If there is a limit, it's something that you have to play on PC.
Yes, exactly. All new games could be. Belbo just said the same thing. At this point, with it being comparable to a PS4 Pro, all new game releases could have Switch 2 compatibility.
Yep.
You're right. And that's where Nintendo needed to get to. They needed to get up to where current stuff could come out on it.
Yep. Because that was the biggest problem they had.
Yeah. They absolutely.
Like that's why when they showed Borderlands, I was like, that's like a heavy FPS game.
Yeah.
Like usually they never have heavy FPS games like this.
No, they don't.
Like that's the whole big thing is like they don't ever have Call of Duty or Battlefront or Battlefield or whatever. But they have Borderlands now.
But that could happen now.
Yeah.
That could happen. Do not be shocked, ladies and gentlemen, if you see Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty on the Switch 2. Don't be shocked. We are likely going to see Doom the Dark Age on Switch 2. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. Or, an upgraded version, the upgraded version of Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 as a bundle. Because they were on the Switch, and they kind of ran like dog shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Also, yeah, Death Stranding is Sony exclusive because they own the rights to
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima. He's not part of Konami anymore.
No.
That's why Metal Gear can be on multiple platforms because that's Konami.
Yep. Unfortunately, he is not with Konami anymore, but I kind of don't blame him. And before we close out here in a little bit, I'm also just going to say this. What the fuck was with them just casually be like, oh yeah, here's Silk Song.
Oh, yeah.
No big deal. There it is.
I had somebody in my chat being all like, where's Silk Song, though? That nobody's talked about it. And they were just like, there it is, bye. We're like,
yeah, there it is, bye.
Huh?
It's like, wait,
okay.
Go back.
They're like, no, we're gonna speed run this. Speed. Like, they fucking dropped the fucking Star Wars Outlaws. They were just like, here, it's there now.
It's there.
Bye. We're
Bye.
like,
Bye.
Wait. That's the thing that's on the PlayStation 5. What do you mean
Yes,
that's on? What do you
it
mean that's on Switch?
is.
What the fuck?
Yes,
They're just
it
dropping
is.
it, and here it is. Here it is.
Yeah.
Bye.
They
And
also.
it was just an onslaught of games that I could barely
Yep.
process them all.
Yep. Sonic X Shadow Generations will be on there as well. And just casually going, oh yeah, here's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just like, here's all these games.
There's all these
By
games.
the way, we still win the console war. Bye. It's
Yep.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yuka Replayly will be on there.
Oh my god.
Ukulele, yeah. Yeah, that'll be there. I'm so glad Hades 2 will be on there. I'm so happy.
Because Hades 1 was on the Switch, the first Switch.
Yes, it was.
So it just makes sense.
That just makes sense. Don't be
Yeah.
surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if Elden Ring Night Rain shows up on it later on.
I mean, there was a game that was in the Switch 2 announcements that I was told has a lobby of 38 players. It was that space game with all the little spacesuit people that I thought was going to be No Man's Sky Chibi Edition. Apparently that could have 38 people playing it.
This right here just gave me the greatest hope out of all of this when it comes to third-party games, especially for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 on Switch 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unprecedented for Nintendo. Street Fighter 6 on Switch 2 will be crossplay.
Oh.
Nintendo just doesn't do that all the time. They don't. That's big.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's a big one.
That was like when Sony was like, we're gonna do crossplay with Xbox, and we're like, huh?
And you remember at first, when it came to Minecraft, Sony was like, no, we don't wanna. And Xbox was like, well, fine, we'll do it with Nintendo then. Fuck you. Yep. I just hope Switch 2's network is able to do MMO. Star Wars 1 will not be it. SW1 was not able to do that. And hopefully, you're absolutely right. Hopefully they have made their networking infrastructure a little bit better. you know?
I'm hoping so because of that whole thing with the basically Switch Discord.
Yes.
Where you can stream and have voice chat and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because like that reminded me a lot of the 3DS days with Pokemon because you could be in voice chat with people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping that if the connection is really, really good,
yep,
we have a chance at having some MMOs brought over.
Exactly. Imagine Power Stone Online and CVS2. Well, we knew that was going to be on the Switch. We knew that. I believe we knew that was happening. Yeah, the Capcom SNK collection. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Yeah, we knew
Breath of the Wild 3 times.
Yeah, we knew that was coming to the Switch. We knew that. We knew that. That was a given. No, so something strange. This is the third straight Nintendo generation we've had Breath of the Wild. Technically,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I bought it on the Wii U because I didn't have a Switch, and then I got a Switch to stream with.
Is Breath of the Wild the Skyrim of Nintendo?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yep, 100%.
Yep. It's the Skyrim of Nintendo.
And I'm gonna have it on Switch too, yeah.
Yep, and I will too. And
13 Trilogy Remaster on Switch too.
Well, Square Enix has to remember that one exists.
Well, okay. So there have been whispers.
Yeah.
And it's because, for some reason, Square Enix is releasing a lot of Lightning merch out of nowhere.
It's true.
And they've also started doing that for Final Fantasy IX.
They debated us. They debated us.
With what?
In this direct, I saw that girl and I'm like, Garnet? Is that Garnet? Oh, it's Bravely Default.
I had Bravely Default spoiled for me because
we got debated.
I follow Square Enix on YouTube, and that was like the first thumbnail I saw, and I was like, fuck.
We got debated. We did.
Yeah.
I was like, that wasn't nice.
That wasn't nice.
Skyrim's already on Switch. You're right. And the Switch 2 version will be on there as well.
Exactly. It has to be on every console, including your refrigerator, which it is.
Yes. Come on, guys. It's Skyrim. And you know what else will be on the Switch 2?
Yeah.
Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Doom
plays on everything.
Because Doom plays on everything.
Including Archive of Our Own, which is the fan fiction website that you can just play Doom on.
You just play Doom. Yeah. In fact, you know it's another great way to play Doom, guys? In Lethal Company.
And on a pregnancy test. Yes, that was real, ladies and gentlemen. Yep.
That was real.
It's on everything.
It's on Doom is on everything.
Waiting for it to play on a COVID test now.
I mean, apparently Doom Eternal is one of the few games. Yes, Doom Eternal is having trouble on the Switch 2. On Switch 2? Oh, Switch 2? Doom Eternal is? Well, it's not out yet. Give them time.
Yeah.
Give them a minute.
You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of game. Yeah, compatibility list. I'm sure there's a lot of game, and this happens every time, guys. They upgrade that consoles upgrade their tech. Previous stuff is always gonna have struggles that they need to iron out, just because there's been a tech jump. That is normal. But anywho, it's almost midnight.
I love the idea. If you're thinking of Doom gameplay, Doom is playing on you.
That's true. It's very true.
You play Doom even in your thoughts.
Even in your thoughts. I sit there catatonic staring at the wall and I just hear Mario's Time Machine. Delta, shut up.
He keeps saying it. He's like, Mario's Time Machine. Mario, where is Mario? All these shitty ass Mario games.
Dar just said, Doom on a pregnancy test. If it's positive, it plays E1M1 as loud as possible.
Oh, God. Mario's missing too.
Shit. God damn it. When that shows up on NSO, I'm gonna yell at all of you. I am gonna yell at all of you when that shows up on NSO. You sons of bitches. Philip CD. Never. Never. Nintendo will be like, it never happened, you motherfucker.
It's like the Star Wars Christmas special. We don't talk about it.
Yeah. You can't have Star Tropics. Star Tropics is on NSO, Con. What do you mean? What do you mean? It is on the Switch. No, a new one. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
I remember the first time I saw Star Tropics, we had like borrowed it from a friend or something. And then maybe we bought it and then somebody took it from us. I don't remember. I thought I had dreamt the game.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I was just like, wasn't there a game with like Star in the name and you're like on an island? Like I thought I made it all up. I was like, what the fuck is this game?
It's like, did I make that up?
Did I make that up? Because I was so young when I remember seeing it. I just have vivid memories of the world map and that's it. And I'm just like, did I make that up?
Did I make that up?
Did I dream that?
Yes. Oh my god, man. And sheesh, I know we totally touched on it briefly, but man, how about GameCube finally happening on NSO, huh? About damn time.
So excited.
Me too.
Because GameCube right now, that they're bringing in fucking Gale of Darkness, which is what I told.
And Coliseum.
Yeah, I told my community, I was like, Gale of Darkness is like one of the holy grail games of Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Like collectors go insane for that game because it's so rare.
Same with Path of Radiance, Fire Emblem. That's one of the sacred ones, and whoop, there it is.
Because there was only so many, and it was towards like the end of the GameCube's lifespan.
Yeah.
So it just kind of got brushed over.
Yep.
When the Wii came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like they suffered the same fate as Mario RPG.
Yep.
They suffered from console releasing too close to when they came over to the States.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. But and just showing that initial lineup they had, and the ones that are coming, it's just like, I mean, I don't know if Melee will ever happen. I said Melee will happen when they need a sales boost.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, y'all, Twilight Princess, it's just a matter of when. It's not an if anymore. It's a matter of when.
That is my favorite fucking
I love
Zelda
Twilight.
game.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
in my top three. Top three, easy.
Yeah, I love Twilight Princess so much that I bought the entire manga collection set and have been reading through it.
Yeah.
I fucking love Twilight Princess.
It's like I'm sorry, but I know everybody ships Link and Zelda, but that Link and Midna, they smashed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Link,
when she got her true form, she got her true form back, and she went back over there. Link was like, and he went back over there, and they smashed.
Oh yeah.
They smashed.
Yeah. Okay, but I ship Zelda and Link in Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
And Tears of the Kingdom, because they had the most chemistry, I think, out of all of the Zelda games. It was like finally they talked to each other.
Yeah. I also shipped Link and Malon in Ocarina of Time.
A lot of people did.
I shipped them, yeah.
I ship also Link and Mifa from Breath of the Wild as well.
Yeah.
Just like, Fish Lady.
Fish Lady.
So she's a Dragoon.
Yeah. She's a Dragoon. And then there's just some people that are just like, Mifa and Zelda share him. And I'm like, probably. Probably.
Sidon is in there as well.
And Sidon is in there,
yeah,
yes. Isn't he, Crystal?
But my big Zelda ship is Midna and Link.
Oh, God,
without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
And I'm so angry that they don't bring her back. Like, I want more Twilight. I love the Twilight stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know
so
that
good.
like Link only has so many like companions throughout the games, yada yada yada. But Midna is such a staple.
Oh my God,
She's such a staple.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
She's so cool.
She's so sassy.
And she's so sassy, and she sticks with you the whole game.
It's the whole game.
The whole game, and she's so likable and everything else.
Yep.
She can be such a little bitch sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But then when they showed her true form at the end of the game, I was like, Link, you listen to me, you little idiots. Zelda, forget about it. That's a princess. That's a queen.
That is a queen.
That's a queen. She hot as fuck, boy.
Yeah, she was in Hyrule Warriors, and that was the only time I considered getting Hyrule Warriors. Because like I can't play the Warriors game at all when it's by myself. I have to play with friends, and they're never online. So I'm like, well, Princess is a bit spoiled. It's true. I have a Midna statue.
Do you
I
really?
love her so much. Yeah, I have
really?
She's like, I think she's almost 20 inches tall. It's her true form. And she's so pretty.
I know, right? I love that this first little thing on here. LOZ Twilight Princess manga is pretty cultured, I gotta say. And while everyone's going about how Link kissing Midna, nobody's talking about the absolute hype shit that happens.
Oh yeah, the Twilight Princess manga is fucking wild.
Oh yeah.
If
they kiss?
No, they kiss.
Oh, they kiss.
They kiss. Link gets his arm chopped off. It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is dark and Oh my gosh. And like they play with the lore.
Yeah, they
play
do.
with the lore a lot.
Yeah, and here's the deal, y'all. Midna doesn't just kiss him; she bites the lip. Like it wasn't a kiss; it was a. She got in there.
Oh yeah.
She got in there. It's like that's not a kiss. That's a.
That's a makeout.
She trying to get in your tunic, boy.
Yeah, go with her.
Go. Fuck this. Fuck Hyrule. Go.
Yeah, I really recommend the manga. It's really, really good.
It's very
really,
good.
really
Yes.
good. Yeah, and you can get the box set. I'd wait for it to go on sale, which is what I did, because it's usually over $100 because
Yes.
it's a box set of all of the manga in a cool little collectible thing, and you get a poster with it too.
Yep.
But it's all of them because the manga series is complete. It's the only Zelda manga series that had gone beyond just like 4 volumes.
Yep.
So 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. And it plays, again, it makes the world feel less like a game and more realistic in terms of like how the lore is played with. So it's more enjoyable to read.
Yep.
Than because like there's some parts where it's like, oh, it's gameplay elements. That's funny. But it's just like they talk about the Twilight lore. They talk about how Link came to the village and like his past and stuff like that. It's really good.
It's really good.
It is really good.
And here's the thing about that kiss, ladies and gentlemen. You know how in anime there's the cliche surprise kiss where the one getting the kiss is surprised and then they get into it, you know, with the softening eyes.
Yeah.
That was Link when this kiss happened, and it's like he likes it.
That's the only time Link is being kissed.
He's like, oh my god.
Yes.
He's like, whoa, what? Oh. Oh.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh,
and it's,
shit.
And it is a slow burn.
Oh,
like,
it
there's
is.
A part,
yeah.
There's a part in the manga where Link turns back from being a wolf, and Midna is like, oh my god, he's hot. I have to leave.
She's like, oh no.
Because she turns back into a human and she's like, I'm going in the shadow, bye.
Yeah, Midna was like, oh no, I'm in danger.
She's like, I don't know how I feel about this. And she's like, you should go back to being a wolf. Go back to being a wolf. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like a shot, like a kiss. Yeah. Oh no, he's hot. That is exactly what happens.
She like has a full-on crisis because like he turns back and the Twilight, of course, disappears off of Hyrule, and she's just staring at him. And then she's like, "Oh my god, I'm burning!" and goes into his shadow, and then is just sitting there like wheezing, like, "Oh my god, he's hot."
She's like, "Oh no,
what have I done?
What have I done?"
Because like she's only seen him as a wolf up until that point, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you're right."
That's true.
Like in the game, she acts completely normal, but I'm like, she would have freaked out because she saw him as a wolf when he entered the Twilight Realm.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's just this handsome elf boy, and she's fine with it? Nah.
You know what else I just really like about? I don't care. With elven type creatures, there's always a little bit of the androgyny, design to them. It's kind of just the shtick of elves, right?
Yeah.
I actually kind of like how more masculine they made Twilight Princess Link.
Oh,
like
he was so
he was. It's like, he still has the elven features, but he's like, I'm a hardened badass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will kill you.
Like I love all of the designs in Twilight Princess, and like I love the Link that is just like you could either lean being girl or boy depending on who's playing, but of course, like he appears as male.
Yes.
But it's left right in the middle so girls can like relate to
Oh
it.
yeah.
But I love Twilight Princess Link.
He's
so handsome.
There's a reason they held on to that design for Smash Brothers for so long, chat.
Same with Princess Zelda.
It's just because Twilight Princess Link is superior Link.
It's just like him and Zelda's design, because I love Zelda's design in Twilight Princess too.
Yes, she's
so
elegant and regal.
Yeah, she looks like a princess. And I just like the way that her hair is designed and everything, and like they keep using that for Smash Brothers also, and it's just like I love the Twilight Princess designs.
That's what it was. I realize now the term was masculine, yes, but the reason I love TP Link is he doesn't look like a knight. he looks like a warrior.
Yes.
Like, this man is a fucking warrior. Like, he's a badass. It's not just the typical Link stoicism like Ocarina of Time Link had. It's like, there's a warrior stoicism to him.
Yep. And they dive into that in the manga because like they in the very first like volume, they're like, this guy is really strong for somebody that just wants to like chase down goats.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't you want to like fight and be a guardian of the village? And he's like, no. It's like, uh-oh. There's plot there.
Yeah.
So I love that the manga dives into that a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, it gives character to the Twilight Princess Link. And I
Yeah.
like that.
He's kind of one of the first Links that just kind of doesn't get his ass handed to him here and there. Like, when Big Boy ran off with the kid, what did Link do? Oh, I'm about to chase you down and kill you. I will kill you.
That moment where he's on Epona on the bridge is engraved in my mind forever.
Epic.
Yep.
Fucking
100%.
epic. And they never did that again.
Nope. That was just that is an iconic moment in Twilight Princess, because if you played Twilight Princess, you know exactly what moment I'm talking about.
Yep. Craig Skiff even said Twilight Princess Link is one of the most physically strongest iterations of the character. He is. Physically speaking, this is the strongest Link.
Yep.
It is. Yeah.
There are only a couple of times where he gets his like ass handed to him, but he kind of acts like the Warrior of Light, where he comes back swinging.
Yeah. He has the fighter background to him, but also just him being a farmhand just kind of made him physically strong in that aspect. And even then, I would even say probably the only other comparable Link that might have been just as strong as him probably was the Hero of Time. Just because he's kind of the one that just...
Yeah.
He probably had the Master Sword at its most powerful.
Yep.
That was like the strongest version of the Master Sword. Because it's like, prior to that, it was just freshly forged, and even then it couldn't kill Demise. And later on, the blade has always been tucked away, in the woods somewhere. And then in the Breath of the Wild, time frame, it's very broken and nerfed. It is nowhere near the peak of its power anymore. And you do have to get it back to that point. But even then, it's like, no, because Hero of Time Link might have been one of the more comparable strong ones, and definitely had the strongest version of the Master Sword. But nothing was wrong with the Master Sword when Twilight Princess Link picked it up, but also, generally speaking, even before the Hero Shade trains him, Twilight Princess Link is already the better swordsman.
Yep.
Compared to where Hero of Time started.
Yeah, because it's like because of Link's prior training, as they explained in the manga.
Yeah.
And then his upbringing in the farm life and everything.
Yeah.
And then he gets thrown into the Twilight Realm, and he has to run around as a dog for a while. But he meets the Hero of Time, which we know by lore standards is the Link from Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
So
we know the Hero Shade is Hero of Time. Yes.
Yeah. So he is being trained by like the best of the best, and becomes even stronger.
Yeah.
And I feel like that just Twilight Princess is so good.
It's so fucking
I need
good.
to really play it again.
I do too.
I got it. I have it on the GameCube, and then I got it again on the Wii U, and both times beautiful games.
Oh my god, yeah.
I need them on Switch.
I need them on Switch too. Yes, I do. Yeah, yes, it gave us Midnight Best Girl. That's right. It absolutely did. But yeah, and not only that, but also think about this, chat. Think about this. I know we keep coming back to this, but why Twilight Princess Link is just superior. I would even say he is stronger than Breath of the Wild Link, just because he's a powerful knight and everything, but he's also kind of getting his ass handed to him here and there. Even then, he's augmented with other stuff that aid him. Which part of Link's shtick is the weaponry at his disposal, of course.
Yeah.
But also, Twilight Princess Link is the first Link to defeat Ganondorf probably at that point the height of his power in one-on-one combat. Not Ganon, a wild beast. Ganondorf, in control, having the power of Twilight and everything else, but still also empowered by the Triforce of Power.
Yep.
Twilight Princess Link not only fought him man to man, bested him with no outside interference when it came down to the 1v1. He bested him.
Maybe Skyward Sword Link.
Skyward Sword Link at the very end.
At the very end, but that was because that Link is supposed to be the origin of all Links.
Yes.
So, because he fought Ganon at the height of his prime in that game as well.
Yes.
But that was the first iteration of Ganon and the first iteration of Link and the first iteration of Zelda, where it's like Twilight Princess Link and Ganon were several years down the line and are just like, at their prime. Ganon has been locked in the Twilight Realm, eating all this power that is provided to him via Zant, and Link is learning all of this power via the light side gods.
Yes.
So it was just like a clash of titans at the end.
It was. And Delta Gamer said, what about Ganondorf and Wind Waker? Yes, also have to remember that Ganondorf had his power was sealed until the Master Sword was pulled, before he could escape and whatnot. So even then, that was still not Ganondorf at the peak of his power. The one in Twilight Princess was that was peak Ganondorf as far as
he was
peak.
Really powerful, and then they locked him into the Twilight Realm because he was too powerful to be kept in Hyrule.
Yeah.
And he continued to be a menace in the Twilight Realm, which is why the entire world nearly got consumed by Twilight, was because of Ganon's meddling.
Yeah, his meddling and the fact that the Triforce, he is bound to the reincarnation effects of the Triforce. That's just the curse. The hero, the goddess, and demise will always reincarnate, so he will always inevitably come back. But even then, Wind Waker Ganondorf still was not at the peak of his power. Twilight Princess Ganondorf very much was.
Yeah, because Ganondorf wasn't sealed away. He was just sent to a different plane.
They were just like, we can't kill him. Get him out of here.
Yeah, like where it's like Demise in Skyward Sword had a sword in his nose, or you beat up his toes and he fell back asleep. Where Ganondorf and Twilight Princess sat there in another realm, stewing in anger and rage.
Yes. And Dia, that's not to say Wind Waker Link is weak or anything like that, because I don't think it's fair to shit on Wind Waker just because of Twilight Princess. No, because the thing I loved about Wind Waker was something I always wanted to see. I wanted to see a post-apocalyptic Hyrule. And we got that. And even then, Link still bested him 1v1. He still did. It's just when we're talking power scaling here, Twilight Princess Link is still just kind of the peak. That is not to say Wind Waker Link was weak. He very much was not. Absolutely not.
Strong.
They're all strong.
Yeah.
TP Link just kind of stands above the rest.
Yeah, him and Ganon. It was just like a clash of gods at that point. It was just very like, here's this really powerful sorcerer and here's this really powerful mage who have been super power souped up by the gods of their two respective realms.
Yes.
Technically.
And the fact that Twilight Princess Link was a direct descendant of the hero of the time. So the hero's blood was in him. He wasn't just a reincarnation. He was a descendant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I never could get behind people that were just like, this Zelda sucks because this Zelda's better.
No.
They're all good in their own ways. It's like Final Fantasies. They're all good in their own ways.
Yes. Plus, we also have to think about this. Ganondorf in Wind Waker, much of his power, especially his magic, was still very much sealed away. So, but that just came with the context of what was happening there. Whereas this Twilight Princess Ganondorf, he had time to stew and gather his power and his forces. He He had prep time. While Wind Waker's Ganondorf did not. Zelda 2 Zelda sucks because she was asleep for all of it.
Yeah, I personally have not played Wind Waker, so I can't really say anything about it. And the only reason I didn't play it was because a lot of GameCube games gave me really bad headaches or made me very nauseous. And Wind Waker was one of those games that made me nauseous.
Link's Awakening Zelda sucks because she wasn't there.
Yeah. It was the same reason why I couldn't play Okami for the very first time, was because the graphic style of Wind Waker and Okami made me very, very dizzy and nauseous. So I couldn't play those games. That's why I'm a little leaned more towards Twilight Princess, was because the graphics were easier for my eyes. Which is why I'm kind of excited. Yeah, which is why, because I played Okami recently and I was fine. So I think what it was just the way that the GameCube graphics were, because I couldn't even play like certain Harvest Moon games without getting a migraine.
Oh yeah.
So
and
I'm
even
really
then,
glad that Wind Waker's coming back.
Me too. And also we have to also remember this. Wind Waker very much was like how Mario 64 was for the N64. Wind Waker was the game that showed off the GameCube. It's like, this is what this shit is capable of. And what it was capable of was pretty phenomenal for the time.
Yeah.
It was pretty phenomenal, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Because I really wanted to play it, but I remember sitting in a Kmart, to tell you how far back that was. I was standing in a Kmart trying to play it, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up in a Kmart. And I'm like, it's the graphics are just so. I think it was because like I wasn't, because you go from N64 to GameCube graphics, and like going to to the N64 graphics from Super Nintendo was already like, oh my god, this game is so great. And then you go to GameCube from N64, and suddenly there's a lot more smooth frames, the art style's more smooth, and my brain was just like, you can play Super Smash Brothers and F-Zero. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and the Star Fox game, but the Star Fox game was balls ass.
Which one?
Was it? Okay, no. Star Fox Adventure sucked.
Yep.
I'm glad they introduced Crystal, but the game sucked.
The game was ass. It's like, this is not what we wanted. What the fuck is this?
And I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a Star Fox game anyway, but they pushed for it to be swapped to Star Fox, and it was just weird.
And you know, the character Crystal, she's cool and everything, and you know, but at the same time, I was playing
the
it.
Premise.
The premise was nice. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? This is not Star Fox. I want to be in my ship or my tank and shoot things.
Yeah, like where's the R-Wing? And then was it Star Fox Assault?
Yeah. Oh,
was the one that came out.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I beat that game, but I was like, this is kind of. Like Wolf is hot.
It seemed to me they still have not. Just it's like you guys still have not peaked above Star Fox 64. I know this because you re-released it on the 3DS because you knew how fucking good it was, and it's like, it's not that hard, guys.
64 version was so good.
I know. God,
I played that game in my sleep.
I know. Even if it was just a 64-bit iteration of Star Fox from Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, from Super Nintendo,
because
game.
I'm still playing it. I'm like, this is from Super Nintendo, but it looks better.
It looks better. The same plot, but damn, was it just like infinitely more fun.
Oh god,
and a lot less laggy.
A lot less laggy. Because I go back and
add-on.
I go back and try to play Star Fox on Super Nintendo now, and I'm like, oh god, this is not aged well.
It's like,
god.
It's all triangles and squares.
Yeah, it's like these are great graphics at the time.
At the time. It's like, oh, here's Andros. He's a creepy face.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Wuna.
At least it wasn't. Yeah, Wuna's coughing. She's like, how dare you not open the door? I want my snackums.
I want my snackums now. Well, I will release you to go get the baby to snackums.
Yeah.
Good talking to you. Good talk. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if this is too much for you, then you do what you got to do. I'm getting one, and that's just that. And if I'm a shill, well, you know what? I'm about to be middle-aged and crazy, and I don't care. So,
I will be getting a Switch 2 for those of you that cannot and want to watch Switch 2 games. There you go. You don't have to because I'm a streamer.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Same here. You want to, watch us both. And there you go. And there
Now
you
you
go.
don't have to worry about spending the money.
There
I'm
you
sorry
go.
that the FOMO will suck.
I
Trust
know.
me.
The FOMO will
Save
suck.
your money.
Save your money. And if you want to, fucking do it. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking do it. And
Do
just
what makes you
as we always say, beware the Twitter. Shit gets out of whack
Beware
so
Twitter
quick.
and beware the crazy content creators that are just going to be like,
Yeah.
do it.
See,
Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Crystal said, I'm getting one so we can rock out multiplayer style. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell
Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Hell yeah. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
You know what? Despite the controversy today, I'm excited for the Switch 2.
Same.
I'm excited. I'm excited. And I will
$80
enjoy
aside, I'm excited.
it. $80 aside. You know?
excited.
And I know people will say,
be
like, you know, it's like, oh, this is going to set a precedent. And I'm like, we said this 20 years ago. We said the same
Yep.
thing. It will be what it will be. It will be what it will be.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Anywho, I bid you good night, darling. Good talk.
Good night.
Night. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for coming by. Thank y'all. This was a great stream. Fantastic viewership. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so happy to see all these people coming out. You know, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys and girls. And we'll keep talking about Switch 2 because we have the Treehouse thing tomorrow. So we'll be right back here tomorrow to talk more about Switch 2 and see what they got to show tomorrow. So we got still plenty of details and time coming out for it, you know. And hey, however you feel about Switch 2, that's okay, you know. I'm getting it. That's just me, though. Before I go, though, thank you to everybody on YouTube that smashed that like button. Thank you to the two folks that hit those memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome to Super Shway membership. Enjoy your badges and your emotes on the YouTube side of things. On the Twitch side of things, thank you to everyone, Chibi and Corin for the bits, and to Lone Lupari and to JJ the Retro. And also, thank you to Avalon for the gift sub, Matt Smith for the 3 months, TV Lysandra, thank you for the 17 months, and Shadow Ninja, thank you for the 43 months. Any of you guys and girls, I'm out. I bid you all adieu, and I will see y'all for the Treehouse stuff tomorrow. Until then, you guys have a Shway Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, and goodbye.